Oh, yeah. We have to talk. Do you want to talk to me? I want to talk to you. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, yo. Yeah, I mean, apparently, there has been some effort to make another crossover boxing match, MMA thing with Conor McGregor and Terrence Crawford. This one I think would have been a little different because, according to Conor, one would have been a boxing match and one would have been an MMA fight, which is different from what we've seen. We haven't seen boxers cross over into the octagon, mostly because, well, honestly, I mean, we have seen some, like Clarissa did it and Savannah did it and Heather Hardy did it and Amanda Serrano did it, but the men generally don't do it because they're already making more money. Like, to answer the question, why don't you see more male fighters going into MMA from boxing as opposed to the other way around? One of the main reasons is the money. The MMA fighters literally do not make as much money as the boxers. A journeyman, a gatekeeper in boxing, is likely making a bit more than an MMA fighter. So of course there is having to train and learn a new discipline and trying to do all of those things. It's more trouble than it's worth, in other words, which is why you really don't see it. Now, if the paydays were comparable or better, you might see more boxers saying, yeah, I'll go get my butt kicked in a sport I don't practice because this pays so well. That's the logic. That's the rationale that a lot of the MMA fighters are using, that, well, no, I don't box. I'm not a boxer, but for what it pays, why not? That's why you see a Dylan Dennis or a Ben Askren or a lot of these guys that you've seen cross over. They have that built-in reason, which is a valid reason at the end of the day. I wouldn't even call it an excuse that they're not boxers. That's not their sport. So if they go into boxing, they're going to get their butt kicked. They probably know they're going to get their butt kicked, but it pays so well. How could you not do it? It was Francis Ngannou that said that the two fights that he's had in boxing paid him better than his entire mixed martial arts career. He made more money from those two fights than... No, I think he said that about the Fury fight, as a matter of fact. Just the Fury fight. He got paid so much money for that one fight that the ends do justify the means. That, yeah, you're going to lose. You don't have much hope of winning, but it's worth it because you'll be making so much money. And, they were saying that Conor said that there were talks about a Crawford versus McGregor fight in a boxing ring, and I also believe in an octagon. And I don't think Terrence wants to do the octagon fight. I don't blame him. At 37 years old, picking up a different discipline, it's not realistic. Especially when you can make so much money without having to do that. Fighting other boxers in the sport that you know. Why would you pick that up? It's not necessary for the MMA fighters to get at certain dollar amounts. For them, it is a necessary evil that you're not going to see that kind of money unless you do this. That doing what you do, you won't see that kind of money. But for the boxer, it is a little bit different because, yeah, they can see that kind of money just doing what they do. They don't need to pick up a different discipline to get at those vast dollar amounts. What it do, Mars? What it do, Jonah? What it do, yo? So yo. Am I interested as a consumer in seeing Crawford versus McGregor? If they made it just as a spectacle, just because, I love my combat sports. I don't really watch mixed martial arts. But if they made it, would I buy it? Yeah, I would probably buy it. Probably would. But I don't think that would have the same effect that Maymac had. Like, no, when Mayweather and McGregor fought, they were, that was years ago too. This was a while ago. I think that was 2017. It was very different. Like, the perception of the fighters was very different. It wasn't that far off from when Floyd had fought Manny. It was roughly about 2.5 years, maybe close to 3, but it hadn't been that long a time. So Floyd's name had a lot of value. Conor's name had a lot of value. You saw that in the press conferences and the tour that they did, all the different cities that they went to. That I think it was only in New York where a lot of the fans were Mayweather fans, the people that showed up. But in every other city they went, I remember in every other city they went, most of those people that showed up were McGregor fans. There were a lot of McGregor fans And I don't think that the perception of him now is what it was 6 or 7 years ago. Right now, unless I'm mistaken, because once again, I don't really watch mixed martial arts. But unless I'm mistaken, he's coming off a loss. And that was 2, 3 years ago. So I don't know that the MMA community is behind him the way that they were and spending the money that they were spending. I don't really know that he has the same drawing power that he had at the time that he fought Floyd. I don't know that. Shout out to Slide Counter. Yeah, McGregor definitely won the verbal exchange in press con. Yeah, like I remember that for the first time, Floyd was kind of flabbergasted and he was being outdone consistently by McGregor at those press conferences. That he was, and a lot of the people, they were for McGregor. A lot of them that were showing up, it was a lot of McGregor people going to those press conferences. But that accents his marquee value at that time, that like, yeah, a lot of people were really behind him. He was very popular. They were spending money and they legitimately thought that he could win. You know, they thought that. Well, I don't think they think that now. I mean, do they think that yeah, Conor McGregor can win a boxing match? Like, nah, I don't think they believe that anymore. I don't think they believe that anymore. Would the hype be on the same level as Mayweather Conor if a boxer went into the octagon? I think it would, because that would be what we haven't seen. Well, I mean, we have seen it, but it's really with the women. And a lot of the times, the reason that the women did it is because, well, in women's boxing, they were not making that much money at the time. So they figured, hey, a lot of the women in MMA are promoted better than the women in boxing, so maybe I should go to MMA. That was their rationale. Whereas the men, you know, they don't look at it that way, because they are the ones that are getting the big purses, the big promotions. Let me let Real Talk on here. Time for the gay shit with Real Talk. You know? Yeah, I know James Toney did it, but he was fat and out of shape when he did it, bro. It's not like he was at the height of his popularity when he did it. He was at the end of his boxing career when he did it. Same with Ray Mercer. It's not like he was on the up and up. If you look at the condition of those fighters when they had those crossover fights, they were old, they were out of shape, they weren't really in boxing anymore. So, like, as a retired fighter that probably cannot compete at the level that you did when you were in your prime, well, yeah, those two guys went into the octagon. They did, you know? But, you know, I don't know, like, it would be, I would say that would be something that hasn't been done. I would say that is something that hasn't been done, that you haven't seen a fighter that's competing on the level of a Crawford, where he is right now, make that decision to go into mixed martial arts. No, you haven't seen that. Mostly because the boxer that is competing at the level of a Crawford and where he is right now, mostly because they don't have to. Crawford's going to get 7 figures irrespective of who he fights, to where he doesn't need, I should say, he doesn't need to go to the octagon, but it's there, it's an option, you know? I would have to ask somebody that watches mixed martial arts, what is the popularity level of Conor McGregor at this time? Is he worth now what he was worth before? Because I don't know that community. I don't know if
I wouldn't say that he's worth what he was, but the intrigue for him to come back is definitely there. Like there are people who only bought tickets for I can't remember what fight it was that he ended up having to pull out, but they
the one at the Sphere, bro,
because they thought McGregor was going to be there.
The thing is, he was supposed to fight at the Sphere. That was supposed to be him, not sugar shit. Sugar shit stain?
No, yeah, but like the interest for him to come back is there, because at the end of the day, like MMA hasn't had a star as big as Conor since Conor.
Yeah.
So like the last time they did $1 million was with Conor.
Pero eso diciendo también que because he's coming off a loss, like if he came back and he won a fight, then I would say, okay, so that really does lend itself to whatever he does moving forward. If he came back and he won a fight in mixed martial arts, to show that community, yes, I can still win fights. My understanding is he hasn't fought in like 3 years, and he's coming off a loss.
If
So
I'm not mistaken, the reason why, and I think this is just speculation, but the reason why Dana doesn't want to give Conor that fight to come back is because I believe that's his last fight on his contract. So after
so
that,
if he has that, I see. So if he
yeah,
has
so
that
like
fight,
they're realizing like, damn, if he wins and comes back, they're gonna have to really come out of their ass for this guy because he's gonna demand buku money. You know, he could go wherever the fuck he wants, and UFC can't really allow one of their biggest stars to go off like that because they're having a crisis right now at heavyweight because Ngannou left as lineal champion and John Jones never defeated him. So, like,
Isn't John
entire
supposed to
career,
fight? Isn't John supposed to fight Esquipe or Ceviche?
Yeah, fucking Stipe is old ass. The guy's like 42, hasn't fought in 4 years. Like, bro,
Ceviche hasn't fought in 4 years,
bro. The last time Stipe won a fight, Alex Pereira wasn't even in the UFC, bro. That's the last time Stipe won a fight.
A 4-year hiatus, bro.
Bro, yes, dude.
Yo,
like,
I remember,
they're waiting longer because John Jones doesn't want to fight the interim champ, bro. Like the UFC's going through it right now.
So let me ask, Alex Pereira and Long John Jones, they're in the same division.
No, Alex is at light heavyweight and John Jones is at heavyweight. But but Alex Pereira rehydrates to like 230, bro. So he could easily campaign at heavyweight. And honestly, the way that they're shaped, like they're only a couple weeks apart, mind you. Their age is only a couple weeks apart. Alex
because he's old, Alex Pastrami.
They're like 36, 37.
And Long John is how old?
They're this, bro. When I tell you they're only a couple weeks apart, their birthdays are only.
So they're the same age.
Yeah. If you look at John Jones, he looks like an old fat fuck of a man, and Alex Pereira is like built like a fucking brick house. So
he's a brick.
Yeah.
How?
Bro, I honestly think Alex would sleep John Jones now. The only hope John Jones is to grapple, and John Jones has never knocked anybody down with a punch.
What about Sugar Shitstain? Like, doesn't he? I mean,
that dude is fucking gay, dude. Like, he openly admitted not wanting to go up in weight because he didn't want to fight Volk, and it's like, bro, you can't do that shit. Like, at least challenge yourself.
I thought that was the whole appeal of the UFC, is that fights that need to happen. And once again, because I'm outside looking in, I don't know that it seemed to me that Ngannou not fighting Long John, that was really bad for them because
that was the start of it, because they up until then, yes, the best always fought the best, but then once Ngannou started coming around, he really fucked it up because Ngannou was the biggest threat to John Jones. John Jones is like their like Mayweather, they're Michael Jordan. But they have to have somebody go out as the best.
But the Conor leaving also that definitely affected because he's.
I mean, I think so. But Conor losing, Michael?
Oh yeah,
he
Conor
fucking lost, bro.
Yeah, but even if he came back, like, who cares? Like they was.
Yeah, but the way, did you see that? I saw that fight, and he looked like, bro. He looked like, I don't know what I want to. That's what I'm gonna say, Don. That is it. My imagination, or did he look like washed? Like, yo, he's washed up.
Mentally, physically.
Isn't that the one where he broke his legs, though?
Yeah.
What people don't want to admit was Conor was always a weight bully, bro. You know how much
I heard that.
That motherfucker looked like a skeleton. The nigga looked Slavic, bro.
Listen,
he looked like one of them woads in the forest, bro.
Yeah,
like one of them skinny dudes.
He was
such a weight bully that when he finally went up in weight and started fighting people around his own size, Khabib ragdolled.
Bro, you could fucking tell. Real Talk's dick is hard. Now that we talking about MMA, his fucking dick is hard,
man,
bro.
When I'm knowledgeable, I get fucking hard when I'm knowledgeable on the subject, bro.
Now go ahead, Don.
Like, listen, he already had his comeback fight victory. That was the Cowboy Cerrone fight. Was his I remember it kind of nudged him over, and where he became he's an attraction again. People are gonna buy tickets. They went, they saw, he lost, and he still sells out. I mean, he's like the Mike Tyson of the MMA world. If he were to come back 5 years from now, people would still buy it. I mean,
that's what I wanted to ask you, Don. That would it be more, but because the way it is, he's coming off a loss. I think he hasn't fought in 3 years, right? He hasn't. No, but for a Crawford fight, in other words. See, it's not for an MMA. If you're telling me, I see your point that if it were for an MMA match with an MMA fighter, there's still a level of intrigue there that would sell the fight. Right. But if we're talking about a boxing match with a Crawford, well, that's different, bro. People know what's going to happen by now. It's not like Maymack anymore.
Yeah, but people
where it was a question.
People will still buy it.
I think people will buy it, Don, but nowhere near the number that Floyd did. Nowhere
not like that. What was that number? Like 1.5?
Oh, it was just shy of the Pacquiao numbers.
It's like Coach Malachi always says, Floyd was like lightning in a bottle, bro. He captured a lot of shit for the first time.
Yeah.
So something Matt was like, yeah, of course that generated a lot, and nowadays we already know what's gonna happen.
800 to 1 million buys. 800,000 to 1 million buys. Crawford and
I don't know about that. I don't.
I would say that would be
because being real, I'm a Crawford fan, bro. Y'all already know that. But most of the value in that show, Connor's bringing it.
Yes.
Come on now.
Yes. Well, you also let people know in an MMA world that this guy's older too. Like how old is Crawford and how old is Connor?
Connor said that there have been talks to do a 2-fight thing, a boxing match and a MMA fight. And Crawford doesn't want to do the MMA thing. That's according to Connor. You can make of that what you will, but that's according to Connor. And I'm just saying that in a general sense, I don't think this is going to do anywhere near the Maymack numbers if they were to do it. That's not saying that they are, but this is not. Maymack did almost what the Pacquiao fight did, almost like just.
And the problem is that we got to keep it a buck, bro. Crawford doesn't have the personality to sell that fight. Like,
no, he don't.
When it was Connor and Floyd, bro, I wasn't into either sports back then, but even I was watching the build up to that because it was like, damn, these two big ass personalities go to head to head. It's funny as fuck. Mm-hmm. That's part of what sold the fight. Mm-hmm. Crawford, he's not gonna say anything, bro. He's not a trash talker. It's not gonna it's not gonna create electricity. Connor's just gonna run his mouth.
Se va a saber lo que es. Por ejemplo, even if you were and I'm sure you were like this, Don. I'm sure you knew that Floyd was going to win, right? The seasoned boxing fan went in knowing this is a cash grab. Floyd is going to win. You can say whatever you want to say. Of course. It's a cash grab. But other people, ellos por lo menos creían that Conor has a chance. Well, you don't have that anymore.
Listen, at the time of that fight, I was asking people at work, because I worked at a bar when this happened, and I go, oh man, I can't wait for the big fight. And they're like, oh, didn't it already happen? And I'm like, what are you talking about? That Mayweather, that was I'm talking about the Canelo Triple G, man. And he's like, who's that? Who's Triple G?
Bro,
ouch.
I'm telling you, everyone was like, I know
let me tell you something.
Who's that other guy?
Ellos estaban más fuertes en ese tiempo. El MMA estaba fuertecito. I don't think they're. I don't think right now with what they have, they're as strong as they were. Like before, you still had, y'all had Amanda Munoz back then, and the way she beat the shit out of Ronda, people knew Amanda. They fucking knew Amanda.
Bro, I used to think, where does Amanda go? Does she start fighting dudes, bro? She was knocking chicks the fuck out.
She was. Would you fuck Amanda?
Bro, like no other, bro.
Michael, would you fuck Amanda?
I'd let her fuck me.
Who's Toronto?
No, Munoz, bro.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, Amanda,
you don't know the Lioness?
That's an MMA girl, right?
Amanda Leo.
Yeah, she's a bad motherfucker.
You'd fuck.
I would fuck Ronda Rousey.
Rondo, shout out to Rondo. Jason, would you fuck Amanda Leo?
Twice on Sunday.
Y'all better than me, man. That bitch looked like a treasure troll. She don't look like a treasure. You remember the treasure troll? He said he got a dick-shaped clit.
Nah, that's like on Clerks too. It's like, you wouldn't fuck a chick with a big clit. It's like, no, because what's next? The guy with an undersized dick?
Bruh, what the fuck? So, that aside, let me go to Jason. What is your level of interest in seeing today's Terrence Crawford have a boxing match with Conor McGregor?
Less than 0. Conor shot.
Mm.
Like, even if I was to go into that fantasy land where he has a chance in the boxing match, he shot, bro. He shot to the point where I think Terrence could beat him up in the MMA fight.
I think it'd be different if Conor was actually active, but the dude hasn't fought in like 3 years.
That's the point I'm making. That if he would have had that rebound fight, but you made because I didn't know. You basically, he has one fight under the UFC contract, and if it's a rebound fight, he's free after that. And then Dana's gonna be kind of fucked in negotiations.
And because of Conor issued a lot of things, like he ushered in a lot of things that people don't even realize. That like after Conor, they started like really putting their thumb down on their fighters because Conor became bigger than the sport itself.
He did.
So
he absolutely did.
They started making it to where like, okay, you're gonna be our star, but you're gonna be our fucking star, and you're gonna make sure that you're not able to make money on your own. And that's where they fucked up with Conor. Was he went and made all that money with Mayweather, and he became bigger than the sport after that.
Well, I think that he made all that money with Mayweather and lost his passion too. Because come on, bro,
because you started seeing him like making fucking alcohols and all that
bro.
Shit.
We're just between the what's the name of his liquor shit? Proper 12.
Proper 12.
Yeah, Proper 12.
Between the Proper 12, and he made a lot of money off of that fucking shit. He made, like, Conor's a smart dude, bro. Like, or just he made a lot of money, if nothing else. And we're just people. You can't make that kind of money and then I still want to fight people. I still want to put my body I got wild money. Why would I? I think he still got money.
Fighter.
I got everything I wanted out of the fight game already. Piles and piles of cash.
Why would you go back unless you were strapped for cash? I would assume like, well, if you strapped for cash, then you got to fight for that. But I don't think he is. He was just in Roadhouse with Jake.
He's got
Jake
a lot
Maggie
of
Gyllenhaal.
of money, Mo.
Is something wrong with you?
And
Me
that's
too.
what really separates Conor and Floyd, though. Was Floyd never really found his avenue?
Because Floyd is not a businessman.
The
revelation. The revelation that I have had the last 5 years is that all that shit that Floyd was saying was just shit that Al Heyman told him. You just repeating the sales pitch from Al that you ain't making no smart nothing, bro. You ain't doing nothing, bro. You just giving Al your money and hoping for the best. That's what you doing, bro. You trust Al, basically. Whereas Conroy he turned that Proper 12 into a lot of fucking money. That's what I heard. He turned that shit into a lot
Conor's
of money.
Definitely his own boss now, bro.
And he was in that movie with Jake Maggie Gyllenhaal. There's something wrong with you.
But that shit was stupid, but it was funny.
I'm just wondering what they paid that motherfucker for that.
Oh,
shit.
That original was great though, classic, so good.
Oh yeah,
you talking about Patrick Swayze, right?
Like, I love that one, dude. Come on, the double deuce. Come on, dude.
Patrick Swayze and who's the other dude that you know the dude, man, the dude.
Sam Elliott.
Patrick Swayze's from fucking Texas. He actually whoops ass. That's why it's
Patrick Swayze got squabbles, bro. He fight, bro.
Yeah,
dude. Did you see the fight scenes? He's doing dance moves. Look at the kicks. They're like swan kicks.
Don't even start that shit, Don. Because not for nothing. That's what fucking Van Damme was doing.
He's doing a fucking little spinning dance.
Bro, that's what Van Damme was doing. That was Van Damme's
splits, man. That's a whole dance move.
Motherfucker don't do all that bullshit in a fight.
Bro, let's be 112% real right now. There's no practicality of a fucking splits in a fight.
Absolutely.
No, of course not. Absolutely. But when they do it, when Chuck Norris does it, it looks badass.
No.
Patrick Swayze does it, it looks like a little swan dance, bro.
I've seen as because I always thought Steven Seagal's fight scenes were the shittiest in all of action movies, right? But the kicks that he threw, they were shin kicks, and those are practical. Like, yes, you can shin kick someone in the middle of a fight. You absolutely can. You could feint a jab or a backhand and kick them in their fucking foot, then punch them in their face. You could, and it'll work. But the shit Van Damme, bro, that shit ain't. Why would I jump that high in the air, bro? For what? Why?
If you have an unnecessary backflip and shit, like, bro, just hit him.
Bro, he did a flip over Chong Li. Chong Li turns around and he like, bro, who fights like this, bro? So
someone who is styling. That's who.
Bro, no. In other words, the whole appeal of Van Damme in the 80s and the early 90s was that his fight scenes looked like dance moves. That was his whole appeal. That if
The
we really gonna hold
choreography.
if we gonna hold somebody responsible, it's really Van Damme, not Patrick. Like, yeah, dog. Like, what the fuck even was all that shit, bro? Who fights like that?
Because when you see the Roadhouse movie with Patrick Swayze, you can definitely see those twists and those little dancey swan moves. It's more okay. Listen. Maybe one is more obvious than the other, but it was a lot more obvious.
So what you're
with
saying
Patrick
is during fight scenes, you watch his hips.
Yes,
Oh.
all that stuff.
His hips don't lie, Don.
And
they
I'm
don't
the
lie.
fucking gay
lie.
one. Jesus Christ.
You gotta see his hands too. His arms were like flailing, like
Doing
like,
jazz
oh my
hands
God.
and shit during the fight scene. His fucking hips
Like,
don't lie, bro.
Exactly.
But so just to get everybody's thoughts, Michael, what's your level of interest in Crawford versus McGregor as a crossover?
Negative 100,000.
Negative 100. You don't even
I-
you wouldn't pay
I don't
you wouldn't pay
even,
for that
like-
shit?
I don't even know like how many times I can take these gimmick fights, bro. How much can I take? Like, I'm good, bro.
So
Mike Tyson's fighting Jake Paul, bro. Like,
yeah, but that don't cost you
it's
nothing.
just a joke.
Well, I hear on a Saturday night you can take
I'm
a
not
lot.
talking about the money. I'm talking about like why? Like, why is this even a thing? Like, we know what's about to happen.
We do.
Like,
We actually do.
I'd watch it, but I'm not. I don't think I'd like host a party for it or something.
You wouldn't do a fight party for that shit?
No, I'd probably go to somebody's.
Okay, so moving off of that, Eddie Hearn has been asking people, and well, he said these are changes that are going to be implemented in the coming year. That they must have heard what we said, but it really pertains to the UK. That they're going to try to make the ring walk time earlier. That they're going to try to have it to where the fighters are making their ring walks circa 9 or 10 p.m. That it shouldn't run later than that. And I was looking at that and I'm like, damn, dog, like I wish somebody would do that here, because when I was watching, and Michael was here on the live, when we were watching Mayer versus Ryan, it was like, dog, it was like 12-14, bro. And they hadn't even make their ring walk yet. So I just see that as like, yeah, y'all got to do that in America, actually, particularly in the East Coast, because I think, is anybody on here in the West or the Southwest?
I am.
And it's not that late for you guys, right? Like the ring walks for the fights,
He was like at 9 o'clock, 9:30, something like that.
You see, it's great. It works out great for them, but for us on the East Coast, it's like, bro, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm on the West.
It's 12:30, bro. Like they ain't even thrown a punch yet. And
Oh
it's
yeah, that's
12:30.
Nah, hell yeah. It'd be like 12 o'clock. The fight starts here in Central, and it's like, man, fuck. I'm
Yeah,
already
like
tired.
So they got to do something about that. That I'm like, now it's my understanding that the reason for the very late ring walks, especially in association with Top Rank cards, it pertains to ESPN. That ESPN is actually responsible for that, not necessarily Top Rank. But I'm just thinking, when you have a platform, when you actually have a streaming platform, why don't you just do these things simultaneously? They're not competing for the same eyes. The boxing match and whatever other sport you have in that block, they're not competing for the same eyes. Those are different demos. You should just do them at the same time. You have a streaming platform that maybe on regular ESPN, you could show the football game or whatever the fuck you showing, but that shouldn't really affect the boxing match. Those are different demos.
And then Real Rap, I think they're starting to do that shit where they have like multiple screens playing at once. So it's like, if they're doing shit like that, bro, just fucking do it all at once, man.
Yeah, like that's what, because I noticed that that's what the Zone does, that it's not uncommon on the Zone that they might actually have two boxing cards on at the same time in different regions of the world. But I'm thinking that's the way that it should be, because ultimately people are going to watch what they're going to watch anyway. Don't make it difficult for them. The average boxing fan, I think, in America, right, got to be between the ages of 30 and 50. Well, people in my age group, I don't want to be up at 12:30 something waiting for the ring walk, dog. Like, that's way too late, dog. You know? So Top Rank need to do something about that.
No, ESPN has what, 2 channels and one streaming service? You should be able to do football games that are on other channels anyway, and fucking boxing somewhere.
Exactly. Like if the dilemma is that the boxing has to take a back seat to the football, for example, or the NBA because that brings in more viewers, I understand that. So be it. But don't hold up the boxing because then you're alienating that audience. Don't hold it up. Just show it on a different channel. And for the people that have the streaming platform, right, like us, because I have ESPN Plus, we shouldn't have to choose. They should be on simultaneously. Like, yeah, like why are you making it an either or over this block when the people that are going to want to watch the boxing match are going to watch the boxing match? But if you push it back to accommodate another sport, well, yeah, you're alienating us needlessly.
And then if you think about it, most boxing matches now are streamed. There are very few network televised boxing fights that for you even need to fucking think that it's competing with football or baseball, whatever the fuck you think it is. Just stream that shit because you have a streaming platform. There's no excuses at this point. Like most boxing fans stream nowadays.
Yeah, most boxing is being streamed on streaming platforms, whether you're talking about PBC on Amazon or everything DAZN provides, Golden Boy Matchroom.
Like even my grandparents they've always gotten the cable versions. Even nowadays they'll ask one of us to come over and put the fights on. And where the fuck do we put it on? On the apps, on streaming.
Exactly. So I wanted to start this conversation because Xander Zayas fought on Friday. He fought on Michaela Mayer's undercard, and I wanted to get you guys' thoughts on, because they're not that far off, to be honest, where they are in their careers. You could say that Virgil fought better fighters than Xander, but they were smaller men. You know that, yeah, you fought Mean Machine, but he's a welterweight. Yeah, you fought Mighty Mo Hooker, but he was a 140-pounder. The question I have, and I want to start with Michael, because Michael is a bitch. So I want to put him on the spot first. I want to put Michael on the spot. If they made that fight tomorrow, Michael, Virgil Ortiz versus Xander Zayas, who do you think wins? Go.
I'm going Virgil. Still. What's his name? Xander doesn't have no power at all. He has great technique. Like, he'll set up shots, he'll land flush. But if you watch his last couple of fights, he lands these shots and does nothing to these guys. All he's basically doing is scoring points. When Virgil's going to be in his face, not giving him any room to breathe. So I got Virgil in that fight.
Jason, you agree? Because I got to go take a shit, so I want y'all to marinate with this. Jason, do you agree with that? Go.
No, I got Xander in that. Virgil, in the last fight we saw, that even when he actually hurt his opponent, he was the one who just punched himself out, just got exhausted, and just left himself open for counter shots. I don't think Xander hits as softly as you're going at, Michael. I think that he hits hard enough to get respect, and then he's just going to out-technique Virgil, who's just going to get sloppier and sloppier as the fight progresses, as he doesn't hurt Xander.
I would say that I gave the benefit of the doubt to Virgil because he only had a round and a half in like 3 years. So he had a lot of ring rust. He never went the distance with anybody. He never fought anybody that big. So I thought he did pretty good if you consider being out of the ring with that ring rust and for his first fight going up in weight. I think he did okay. He fought. He fought. He never gave up. He fought.
So to the point that Ring made, he said, that Virgil fought better fighters, but they were smaller men, and that Xander's fighting bigger fighters, right? So that that tells me is that Virgil has better experience overall in boxing skill, whereas Xander would have better conditioning because he's fought the bigger men.
But the bigger men he's fighting aren't of the same caliber. Like they're not really quality.
No, exactly. But that's what I mean by like the conditioning would be better because that means you're more conditioned to take the bigger shots.
Right.
But I feel like Virgil, when he's fighting better fighters, you learn not to take as those bigger shots. So,
well,
I would still give the edge to Virgil on experience over conditioning.
Also, the other thing to consider is that Virgil's like 24, 25, so he's gonna grow. Like he was eventually gonna go to this weight class anyway.
And Virgil has the monobrow. Can't forget the monobrow.
Yeah, and
Monobrow fight.
I'm just saying that I think that people are being too harsh on Virgil because he had 2 other fights. But when you see those fights, they're like Delorme, come on, like that's not a fight. That's I don't know what the fuck that was.
Well, and that's kind of my point with him, though, because you talked about how, well, we only had the 2 fights, they only lasted around. Well, whose fault is that? You're the one putting him in there with shit.
Well, okay, listen, I think you want it's a strategic move. You want to move your guy up slowly. Some guys move up and they fight somebody really hard right away. Okay, and that's I give credit to like Crawford for doing that, because all of us here know that Madrimov was a threat. The guy had a great amateur record, and he was a bigger guy and a stronger guy. And I give Crawford a lot of credit for that fight, and I still think he won that fight. He edged it out. I don't think he looked that bad considering his age and considering the fact that he just went up and fought like a bigger, tough opponent. Same thing with Virgil Ortiz here. He actually fought a bigger and stronger opponent. However, you're right in that assessment where he had those 2 fights with 2 weaker guys, and that's his promoter trying to get him some step-up fights. He didn't want to push it too hard because he's got the rhabdo, and he couldn't make the weight because he's got the rhabdo. So I don't know, man. The guy's still young. I still think that he's got a lot of potential, and I wouldn't write him off right now. So I would have Virgil over Xander.
No, I can't argue with that. I can't trust Virgil because I don't see his power carrying up. I don't think he's ever really recovered from the illness, because if we were talking about the Virgil who just beat Mean Machine and Maurice Hooker, then it'd be Virgil all day. But then even then, that's at 147. I don't think it's.
I think it's too soon to say his power hasn't carried up. I mean, since moving up, he's had 1 fight at 154, and that's the 1 fight that he didn't get the stoppage in. But the other 2 were at a higher weight, even if it was by I think it was like
2 but look at who they were, though, Michael. Look at who they were.
No. I agree, but also look at who he didn't knock out. Like Boychuk's he's a tough guy. His style is hard.
Yeah, but he has been knocked out before, though. It's not like it was by a dude that is not even known for power. Yeah, that's why it's a question.
That guy, and he has improved a lot since that knockout loss, and that guy's style is just hard to deal with at the same,
So Don, how do you go for that fight? If it were next,
he would beat Fundora.
How do you go with that? If that were next, Virgil Ortiz, Xander Zayas.
I already made my statement on that. I think Virgil Ortiz would beat him.
Real talk, you agree?
Yeah. So I was saying, to your point, when you say that Virgil has fought the better, smaller men, but Xander's fought the bigger, tougher men. I would say that just means that Xander has better conditioning with bigger men and taking bigger shots. But
bigger
Virgil
dicks
would have better experience over Xander, so I would still pick Virgil to win that fight.
Longer over bigger.
Exactly.
Thicker.
Yeah. Well, you want experience over size, because you can have size but not know how to use it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god, it's a dating app.
Let me go to Ray. Ray, if they said tomorrow, yo, Virgil Ortiz, Xander Zayas in December, who do you go to win? Who do you back to win that fight?
I think I'm gonna back Xander by a boring decision.
You think I'll say this about Xander, because I don't want my my opinion to influence anyone else's, but he does have the style for Virgil. He does. He has the style for him. It's just, I agree with Michael. The kid has no power. Like I'm sorry. Like, I should have seen something by now that I don't know that Virgil punches harder. I just don't feel that Xander punches hard, though. He laying, but they don't really be hurt.
He's been at 154 for forever. So if that fight would happen at 154, which who knows how long that'll take, by then I'm sure he'll be wagering. He's already starting to look pretty big. It might be time for him to go up to 160.
Well, for what it's worth,
he should do it, because the 160, bro. Yo, if any of the young guys go to 160 right now, they can make that.
Bro, that's
division.
gonna happen, bro. Like the other thing about it is, let's be real. That fight, if and when it go down, it won't be at 54, bro. It'll
And
be
it
at
won't
60.
be anytime soon, because Oscar's a pain in the ass.
That's the other thing, that he ain't gonna make that shit right. We talking about really what we talking about. I don't think it happens next year. I think it happens the year after that, and it would be at 160.
Not gonna lie, I don't even think Bob would want that fight to go through.
No, he would want that fight because they would both profit from it equally. That, remember, irrespective of who wins. Irrespective of who wins, they both get a chance to make money, and that is what they're in it for. That, like, Ryan lost to Javante, but Oscar did get a cut. He did make money. The Haney shit and all of that, Oscar got to make money. So if you think about it from the promoter's perspective, would Bob and Oscar want to do that? Yes, for the opportunity to make money, they would. It's a big fight. It could be very big. It could be this era's.
Hurricane Hank says Oscar gets his back clapped Thursdays.
Bro, did you see that Eddie impression, bro? Yo, Eddie's hilarious, bro.
Yo, that shit. Hey,
bro, fucking Oscar's. Oh, he talks like he's on a fucking 2012 podcast, bro.
Bro, he talk
energy. Talks like he's white or something.
Like he's got a live audience.
He talk not for nothing. He sound like Blue's Clues, bro. He talk like you don't see. Hey, you want to touch me?
That's not cocaine, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not cocaine. I'm telling you, bro.
No, he sounds typical Southern California.
Nah. A lot of different cats don't sound like
a lot of dudes. Believe me, there's a cohort of guys that sound like that. Hey, what's going on? Hey,
you want to see my brown eye?
Yeah. Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? Hey, what's going down over there? Oh my God. Hey.
Same question for Julio. Not down the line, not far away. If they told you tomorrow that Xander Zayas was going to fight Virgil Ortiz, 154, say in December, who would you back to win that fight?
Xander, slightly.
Why?
I just think overall more skilled. I think Virgil's more of the finished package. But I think Xander's slightly more skillful.
What about Virgil's package?
It's massive.
Please tell us how you know that.
Oh shit! Now, but I'll say this. I have questions.
Did somebody say package?
Hey, sign here. Can I get a signature for this package?
Okay. No, but
is it the kind of package with white stuff, or is it the kind of package between the legs?
Second question, I want to go back to Jason. Who out of those two young fighters, because they're both very young, if you really think about Virgil and Xander, they're parallel to each other, right? Who do you think has the higher ceiling, and who do you think is going to do more in boxing?
Ooh, I'm gonna go with Xander because I can't trust Virgil with that with his illness.
Real talk. What do you say?
No, yeah, he brings up good points with Virgil's illness. I think Xander, isn't he trained by Team Benavidez?
Xander? No, bro. That dude. No.
No. I'm sorry. I'm getting a fucking mixed up with someone else.
Virgil is trained by Robert Garcia. Yeah. Diego is trained, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah. That's what's very unfortunate. That's why I was like, nah. If he's with, I'd have to go with Xander as well.
I'm not sure about Pacheco.
He's got better dimensions, and if he could just figure out how to put some more pop on his shots, I honestly think
you gotta go up and wait for that.
Ray, what do you think? Which one of those two fighters has the higher ceiling, skill-wise, and who do you think is going to end up doing more in boxing?
If we were to get down straight to skill, I would pick Virgil, but unfortunately, that's not what we're talking about here. You already know it's going to be Xander because of the illness. That's pretty simple.
Wow.
No illness, I would actually say Virgil.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if he's going to a higher weight, he doesn't end up in a situation where he's going to be dehydrated. That's what I was thinking too.
Like, if he's at a higher weight, he doesn't got to worry about his illness.
But I think it already did his damage, bro. I think it's. He did not look like the same Virgil that I saw at like 47. To be honest, I don't think that was Virgil weight.
No, I mean the intensity was there, the explosiveness was there. I think it's more that hey, you were in there with a bigger guy, so you can't hurt him as easily.
Yeah, the
I
guy
just
was
think-
coming off of like a fucking layoff. The guy had like what 1.5 rounds and
Yeah,
in
that's
fucking
the other
2-3
thing
years.
that he had 1.5 round. He had like 2.5 rounds because he beat up 2 dudes. He beat Frederick
2.5 rounds in
Lawson.
3 years, bro.
Yeah, like
So
but he
give him
didn't
some
look.
credit.
The thing is that he got rocked. The good things about Virgil's last
Oh damn,
performance.
yeah, he did get dropped like 3
He
times.
got rocked and he got dropped 2 times, but he didn't look woozy. Like, let's be real. Anthony looked way
Nah,
worse
he
getting
took-
dropped.
he wore the shots
I knew you
well.
were gonna do that. I knew you were gonna do that.
I
Yeah,
had
no,
to,
he
bro.
wore the shots well. So it's like I say, give him time to acclimate to the weight and get used to fighting at that weight, and I think it'd be straight.
Don, what do you think? Who has the higher ceiling? And who do you think is going to end up doing more in boxing? Xander or Virgil?
I agree.
That's true.
No, I'm with him. I'm with him.
Nah,
I
wish-
never heard it
point.
that.
I wish
See, that's
I
why I
said
fuck with
that.
Don.
I wish I
Exactly.
said
Like, I couldn't even said that. Like, I never looked at it
The
that.
shit was so concise, bro.
Bro, it's fucking sexy the way he put the shit, bro. I can't even believe
Yo,
it.
Xander, if Xander were to go up right now,
I just wish
fight-
my woman would be able to put things like that.
I know.
if Xander were to go up and wait right now and fight Adames, who y'all got?
Ooh. Adames ain't
That's
shit,
actually
bro.
interesting.
Bro, Adames really look. If we really gonna be real, look, I'm Dominican, bro, and I don't have no compunction about saying he ain't, but he ain't shit. Like the dudes that he beat, that everybody's jumping on his fucking nuts. Oh, Montiel, old ass Sergey coming off of L. Who he
Wait,
beat? That was
Which Sergey?
Sergey Dirigenchenko.
Dervinchenko.
Bro,
He beat
he called
Dirigenchenko?
out
He beat
Johnny
Sergey,
Tech,
yeah.
bro.
Oh shit!
But he was coming off of El DeCharlo. So it's like it's like running a train on a bitch and then break. You know who I fucked? Like, well, yeah, everybody fuck that bitch, bro. Like, and like,
I can ride the village bicycle too.
Say, you know who I
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, wow, and
I
all
don't know,
right.
man. Let's 50-50. I'm not sure about Xander. I really not. I
I'm
want to
not
see him
sure
at
about
160. I want to see him at 160.
Bro,
I
it's
do
not
wanna
only
see- I do wanna
it's
see
not
him at
only that he
160.
fucked the bitch on the
Because
train.
I
He was the last
154.
dude to fuck the bitch on the train.
And he made out with the bitch. You know who I made out
He
with?
kissed her.
I
Fucking
think
cuddled
Xander's
afterwards.
food at 154. Me personally,
You think
I
who?
don't know about that.
You think who?
I think Xander's food at 154.
Dude, come on
Food.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't.
Well, all right,
That
no,
hate that shit,
wait. Michael, don't talk no shit. If it's Jesus Ramos versus, and I love this fight, by the way, I need this fight, and if I don't get it, I am gonna be pissed. Jesus Ramos, he's alright. You know, he is what he is.
Pick Ramos in that one.
I'm picking Ramos for
Yeah.
that.
You would pick,
I
you
say
would pick
Ramos. I'm
Jesus
picking
Ramos to
Ramos.
beat Xander.
I might pick. Well, yeah.
Bro, I feel like Ramos has more dog, and I feel like he'd hit harder.
I do think he has more. I'll say
He has
this.
more
I agree with both those things. Do I think Ramos has more power than Xander at 54? Yes. Does he fight with more dog? Yes. But the one thing Xander had, two things. Xander is bigger than him, and he has the style for him. If all you're gonna do is come forward and throw combinations, which is what Jesus is gonna do, yeah, Xander's got the style for that. He does.
Yeah, you may
he
be,
does.
You
He
may
just
be a
doesn't have
dog,
the
but
pop
Xander's
for
gonna.
it. Where...
No, dog. You may be a dog, but Xander's gonna beat you like a dog. Like, come on. Now.
Yeah. That if he doesn't have to chase you, he doesn't have to find you. You just want to stand in front of him throwing combinations. And even though Xander doesn't have power, which we all agree on, if you're stepping into your punches as he's letting them go, that's gonna put power on them.
Yeah, it's gonna add a little to it. Yeah,
So
that's a good ass fight, man. I need that.
that is it.
You're right.
I need that. Like to me, like, can I get that at least? Like
Nope.
top rank has to do more because that division is way too deep for Xander to still be fighting nondescript fighters.
They don't have anybody at 154 though.
No, but get Brian, bro. Brian isn't fighting, bro.
Brian
Get
who?
Brian Castaño.
Nigga, bro, he hasn't fought in 3 years.
Bro, 2 really, but I mean,
And-
I'm not
and
this,
bro, he's not gonna come back at that weight. Are you crazy?
bro. I can do it at 60. Do it at 60.
You gonna have
Brian
honestly,
Castaño at
if
60.
he, honestly, it wouldn't be bad for him to go to 160 right now. It really wouldn't. He can
No, it
he can
wouldn't.
still meet Xander, not Xander, but
He's
Virgil later
Or though.
at 160. Because Virgil won't be at 154 for crazy
Brian
long.
Castaño is
I
small.
agree. I agree. Jesus fought better fighters than. I mean, I think we can all agree to this, right? Ramos fought better fighters than Xander. Yeah.
Like who?
Yeah, and he got
Yeah.
robbed.
He fought Lubricant.
He fought
To me, he beat Lubricant.
And people,
He
people
beat
say,
Lubricant,
yeah,
bro.
people say
We all
he
saw
was-
that.
Lubin is the top guy in y'all's opinion.
I mean, like well, you know,
on
he's
paper.
from. No,
on
no.
paper.
Honestly, look, he is from Florida. Them Floridians is on some other kind of time, bro. They got alligators down there, fentanyl.
Xander's
Bro, even
What
Texans
the-
respect Floridians, bro.
Yeah, you gotta respect Florida,
Shit
bro.
out of here.
dude. A Texan sees a Floridian and he like walks out backwards like a cat. I don't want any problems with it. That's a guy from Florida.
Nah, I just like, man, just leave that dude alone. Don't even fuck with him.
He fucking
Don't even
backs
fuck
up
with
like-
that dude. All right, let me go to country. Country, same question for you. If they told you Xander Zayas, Virgil Ortiz, end of the year, 154, who wins?
Wow. You know what? I'm gonna go with Virgil Ortiz.
The old fart
Why?
said it, bro. I'm telling y'all, it's
The
Virgil.
reason why is because one, Virgil, I believe, hits a lot harder than Zayas does.
A lot harder. Oh.
Zayas is also still developing more. Where Virgil, even though he's had problems in the past with his health and all that, he's more experienced, I think, and I could see Virgil winning PKO.
Okay. Second question. If they don't fight, who do you think has the higher ceiling and who do you think is going to end up doing more in boxing?
Right now, Zayas has the higher ceiling due to his age. I mean, Virgil,
No, they're both young, bro. They're both young, but ain't they the same age?
Are
No.
they? No.
No?
I think they're both,
Xander's like
under
21, I
25,
think.
bro.
And Virgil?
Probably like 25 or something.
Oh shit.
I think
All
I
right.
turned 26 today.
Higher ceiling, man, for real.
Happy birthday to you. Happy
Yeah.
birthday to you.
I had a
By the
long ass
way-
boring birthday.
By the way, rest in peace, Chris Christopherson and George
Here's the
Wendt.
Yeah, that
guy,
shit, man.
this
See,
guy,
why you?
bro.
Can you
I just
stop
said it's
with
my
the fucking
birthday.
obituaries, bro? That shit makes me feel old.
I'm sorry, man.
Always with a fucking obituary
Man,
all the
standing up
time.
makes you feel old, you fucker.
You know who died today? Bob Saget. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. you know who died today? David Coulier from Full House.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
for some
I just came
clarification.
back. Did country say somebody died?
Yes, he
Yes.
has
I
to.
knew it.
Yeah, Virgil is 20. No, Virgil
Who
is
died this
26, and Xander's 22.
Michael, George went from Cheers and Chris Christopherson. Michael, that's
Yeah, I
who.
don't know. I don't know who that is.
Second
Of
question.
course
This is a middleweight question. If they made this fight next, if he didn't have to fight Andre, if it were Yanni Beck and Adames, who would you pick? Who would you? And because I got to get my coffee. Who? Michael? I'll start with Michael because he's the biggest bitch.
Suck
Michael,
my dick.
Damn.
who wins that fight at 160?
Your mom.
She wins. She is a
Yeah.
good fighter.
You better be
My
careful.
mom whooped dude's
Michael,
ass.
you better be
so I
careful.
believe
She
it.
might whoop your ass too.
No. In all seriousness, Michael, Yanni Beck, Adames. If that were next, who would you put your money
I'm
on?
Yanni Beck. Yo, Adonis sucks. Well, fuck that guy.
I agree completely. Yeah, Carlos does suck.
I got Yanni Beck. Possibly by Salpage. Actually, no, I'm gonna pick it by Salpage. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm the number one Yanni Beck hater on this channel, and he beats the shit out of Adames. Adames ain't shit.
Man.
Yeah, no, like Adames totally turned a bitch once he got that belt in the mail.
I don't know. I would pick I would like to pick Yanni Beck easily, but again, I don't really trust guys who had to go to the hospital because they couldn't make it on the scales, and that's without a
No,
rehydration
that's another
spot.
point
So,
too. Yeah, that's another point.
if Yanni Beck is like in top health, it's an easy Yanni Beck KO. But if not, I actually would
That dude's big as shit though to be at 160, man.
if he's not in good shape, honestly, I would go Adames early stoppage. Not gonna lie.
You know what? I think that's fair. I just think that fake Triple G will try and actually make weight the right way this time.
You're wrong for that one, Jason. Fake Triple
I mean, he is fake Triple G, man. I swear people kept telling me, yo, the Kazakh style. And I was like, bro, Triple G must have been doing something different for all his career because that Kazakh style shit looks trash. No offense to them. No offense to them. But it looks really bad.
I mean, now
It feels like a weaker version of
Well,
Ukrainian
Triple
style.
G always fought more Mexican style than Kazakh.
There you go. He should have got a Mexican trainer, man. But yeah, he did okay, but I feel like it would have endeared him to fans a lot better. Because even though he gets knockouts and stuff, if you go look at his fights like until the knockout comes, a lot of times it's not that interesting. And then if the knockout never comes, it's a really boring fight. Like it's it's very Stevenson-esque, to be honest.
Oof.
All right, someone in the chat just like Yanni Beck is slicker than Triple G. Is slicker code for boring?
I mean, he is. If that makes you feel better.
Yanni Beck is not that boring, Jason. He has some good fights. Good
Name
knockouts.
one.
He has some good knockouts.
So note how he went from good fights to good knockouts real quick.
That's why I meant to say good knockouts. I meant to say knockouts.
Well,
Can't say good fights.
I
can't say good fights if he hasn't fought anybody I wanted him to see him fight. So
yeah, but who's in his division? I mean, it's not like there's tons of people for him to fight to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a bad division.
160 really died once Canelo and Triple G left.
No, it became shit.
It's just because there's no talent there for some reason, which is very odd. Like, there's
Nobody
not a lot
wants
of
to
guys.
fucking do anything.
I think
I
the
just
people
mean in general.
at 154 are just hanging around 154 too long. I think that's what.
Oh, you think that's what it is? Like,
I think so.
It could be because I look at it and I'm like, man, there's not even a single. There's maybe like 160 prospect that I saw coming up.
Imagine if Jared Hurd went up when he should have went up. Well,
Then he would just got knocked out earlier. No, he would have been trash. Let's all be real with each other here.
Okay. Fair enough.
Air fryers came out.
Well, he could have made some
for Jared Hurd to really get the benefits and be able to make weight correctly.
He would have made some noise.
You really think that style would have survived like an entire 12-round fight at middleweight?
Versus what's his face, Andre?
No.
Andre.
Okay.
Who doesn't survive?
Talking about Jared Hurd versus Andre. At 160.
I don't know. Like his style just wasn't like that interesting to me. Like he was a guy that was shoulder rolling while coming forward with zero defense, like not rolling his shoulders.
Who you talking about?
Hurd.
Oh, Hurd. I mean, Hurd was what he was, bro. Like he's a pressure guy, bro. At his very best, when he finally reached the upper echelon of the junior middleweights, he was little more than just a come forward pressure guy that's willing to get hit. That's it.
Well, we're really talking about why there's no talent at 160 and why it's so dead. I say it's because the people at 154 are hanging around there too long.
That is why.
Up.
That is why. Like
Also,
you got you got a dude that's 41 years old in Lara. There's
somebody was saying, the chat was saying all the good 160 pounders abandoned the division to chase Canelo too. So that could be
because the shit is that you don't got young gunners. Like the best talented young gunner at 160 right now is Shiraz. If you talk about young blood and new blood, well, it's Shiraz. And
yeah.
I mean, like,
actually, you know what's kind of interesting? I think it was like Blue Collar TV Sports that brought up in the video. Has middleweight ever really been like a great division? I know that's a crazy statement, but like when you really hold on, look through like times.
I see what you
like. Triple G's era was shit. Absolute shit.
Well,
Hopkins' era was all right.
Isn't it like a Roy's era?
Wait a minute, Roy's era of middleweights. It's like they went on
Hagler.
to do
what the fuck?
No.
Hagler's. All right, no. Think about it for a second. Think about it, Michael. His biggest fights was with little dudes that moved up. Duran, Hearn, Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard. So does that speak to the state of the middleweight division that, it wasn't really popping until these little guys came up? Because that's the situation now. You would need the little guys to move up to make that division spicy. Even with Triple G, I see why he said that middleweight wasn't really popping like that by itself until it became about Triple G versus Cotto. or Triple G versus Canelo. That's when it popped. But before that, yeah, that shit was.
And hold
flat.
on. Who did you just mention? Triple G versus Cotto, Triple G versus Canelo.
James
Two
Toney?
guys moving up.
Yeah.
James Toney, no, or was
Nah,
James
because
Toney best at 175?
When Roy beat James at 160, James was not viewed the way he went on to be viewed. It was it's a solid victory because of what he went on to do. But at that time, I don't remember people going crazy over that. It was a good fight, but it wasn't like I don't remember people bugging out off of that like the way they would now. If they fought,
I will say during that time, middleweights were really good.
About the middleweight division, but in the past, like Duran and Leonard, those were special fighters. So I mean, they can't really be counted on that.
Look at Bernard. Look at one of Bernard's biggest fights. It was with a little dude that was moving up in Trinidad, and Oscar. Those were his big fights for him. So it's a valid point. It's valid to say that middleweight was only really hot when little motherfuckers would go up there.
How the fuck you drinking coffee
Mugabe
at like 10
would be
o'clock
all
at
these
night?
guys.
Dominican.
John Mugabe will beat all these guys right now, bro.
I don't even think John Mugabe came up. Was John Mugabe even at middleweight at the beginning? I swear he was at 54. Then he moved up.
He was at 54, bro.
Again, another guy that moved up.
Huge though. That dude was huge.
He said Dominican.
Tall as
Dominican
shit, too.
powers activate.
For real, yo.
No, my ex was Ethiopian. She did the same shit. I don't fucking understand that.
Because I'm from before time started, so I drink coffee to go to sleep. Where people in your time drink it to wake up.
My ex would actually do the same.
I drink it to go to sleep. If I don't drink it, I can't sleep. Second
that's
question,
like saying
guys.
I do cocaine to take a nap.
Second question: Do you guys think Tevin is gonna expose William like he just exposed Muratalla?
No. So quick thing. William is a straight pressure fighter. Muratalla is not. That's the simplest answer I could probably give.
I agree. Yeah, you guys on board with that?
Yeah.
There are certain things people are talking about. Boxing Gym, shout out to them. They talked about that little rhythm step that Muratalla kept doing, and they were like, "Hey man, look, eventually that's just gonna bite him in the ass." And then I was watching the Farmer fight, and I was like, "Huh, he's not really landing a lot of punches." And that rhythm step, every single time he does it, the Farmer's kind of attacking him when he's not really getting off that many punches. And I was like, "Oh man, well, this is kind of easy to expose."
Yeah, the Rhythm Nation was kind of predictable. The cargo pants, the all the pockets with nothing in them. Shout out to the Rhythm Nation. What do you guys think about Kate Bivol making a declaration of all Dimitri's wear and tear? Will that have any effect on the fight with Artur? She said he got an ear problem. His ear swells up.
Apparently, Ray Ford trains with him. Apparently, he said it's not true.
He said that's all bullshit.
Yeah, he put that on Twitter. He said that's just not true.
That he's got a vertebrae fracture. So
I trust his main sparring partner more than Ray Ford, to be honest.
Who's his main sparring partner?
Nah, that's insane. That's an insane, crazy deal.
His wife.
I was like, yo, what's he talking about? I thought Ray Ford was
funny.
This dude's sense of humor is so fucking dark, bro. Like, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, she's probably leaking shit to Better Be's camp.
Probably. She probably she is in his DMs telling him the shit. This is the thing. Telling these, at least to me, they all have wear and tear, don't they? I mean, they all do. Even Canelo. It's not like it's a secret that he had a knee surgery.
Better Beef is a 40-year-old man, so of course he.
Better Beef is wear and tear, bro. Yo, what do you mean?
That motherfucker Better Beef is held together with gum and duct tape.
How many of you guys believe? Because at least one person on here, and it's Leo. Leo doesn't believe Better Beef is actually injured. He just thinks he's cycling off.
I've been saying that, and I was getting roasted for it.
How many of you guys on the panel believe that he's not fucking injured? He's just cycling off the pads.
I don't believe that.
No,
you don't. You don't. All right, that's one that doesn't believe it. Jason, do you believe it?
No, I don't believe it because his injuries are too stupid. Like dental shit. Come on now.
Yeah, I mean, whoever heard of that,
I honestly,
when you put it like that, but like when he has said like shit with his knees, like okay, I can understand that you're fucking 40, you're a boxer, and the way that he trains, he does intensive training, so
yeah, he does.
Yeah, it's gonna break down your muscles a little bit more, and you're getting fucking old. you're not gonna be as spry.
Yeah,
But-
man. When you
The,
get
the
older,
way he
at
does
the same
push-ups, I mean,
time-
imagine doing jumping push-ups and landing on your wrist, because you know that video of him is everywhere where he's doing the jumping
Yeah.
push-ups. Bro, like at a certain
You're
age,
gonna
that
get
shit is gonna
arthritis,
fuck
bro.
up your hand, bro.
People
when you
forget
get
he's
older, the
almost
body
40.
starts breaking down.
He's gonna
man.
be all fucking twerkle in a few
Like,
years.
You
Many people
can't.
talk
Your
about
body can't handle it like it used to. You know.
And
I
then,
mean,
but at the same time, though, I do understand that like steroids do help with recovery, and they help with recovering from
They do.
injuries and things like that. So, I feel like it's a mixture of both. That he's having injuries in training camps, and he's using steroids to help boost his recovery. But
his
he also
libido.
needs time. He also
I
needs
just think
time to
he's old.
fucking cycle off.
Julio, what do you think?
I just think he's old. He's an old man who's a professional boxer. I think
Julio-
his pre-fight
You
medical.
don't fight
he has
like
to,
an old man.
he has to
Shut the
get a
fuck up.
prostate exam in his pre-fight medical.
read that super
I
chat.
actually
Wait,
think that, like,
Shut up. So you saying there's a doctor that knows what the inside of his asshole looks like, bro?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
'cause he's an old man. He has like old man procedures.
I think with power like that, you can't underestimate.
Virtuoso,
One
man.
day he accidentally had an orgasm and he sued the doctor.
Hey, yo.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude.
Bro, did y'all
If
see
I
that
accidentally
that
have an
guy?
orgasm, I'd
Bro,
beat the
did-
doctor's ass.
did-
Like I'd kick the
No,
doctor.
no, I was just about to say, y'all see that guy in Florida? He got a prostate exam,
I
and
heard about that.
yeah, he accidentally had an orgasm,
imagine?
and he got so mad he
Can
went
you
home
imagine?
and came back and killed the
You
doctor.
get a
That
prostate
shit is
exam.
crazy.
Oh shit,
Yeah, bro.
That's overboard.
Wait, he killed?
The
He killed-
motherfucker
he
hit his
came back
triple
with a
G.
fucking-
He hit his triple G spot, bro. Like some
Bro,
jizz
dude.
came out. Like
He came
Dude,
back with
you-
a
if-
fucking
if-
shotgun and
Imagine
blew
you
the
going for a
fucking
prostate
doctor's head
exam and you
off.
end up coming. Like, I'd kick the doctor's ass.
He fucking came back with a shotgun. That's just crazy, bro.
oh
Florida.
shit! Shout out to
Florida's a
Virtuoso.
different
Who's
place.
Virtuoso said kids is telling everyone that Dimitri buys too much baby oil. Kate,
is telling.
Kate,
Nigga
I'm
can't
old,
read.
bro. Forgive me, bro. Pugilist Zone said Keyshawn Davis versus Lemos on November 6th to wins. I got Keyshawn in there, bro. I think he has the style for him. He's
I
not an
think so.
outside cutie pie. Keyshawn is a mid-range to inside fighter. He's a good one. It's just that it is going to be a learning experience for him to be in there with somebody that is so persistent that Gustavo's going to keep coming after you, bro. That's all he's going to do.
This is now 3 people that they've dragged down in weight to fight Keyshawn in a row.
Bro, you
Those
got to learn to stop
Well,
complaining,
la-
bro.
la- Last
You need
week,
your
I'm
reading
just saying.
glasses,
I'm just saying.
I'm not mad at the fight because I know that it's going to be an action fight.
No,
So
I'm not. I'm just saying that
and
Who's the
Gustavo isn't
second
that
person?
big. The other thing is Gustavo's not that big though, Michael. He's not a big 140. He's actually kind of small.
this is a
So I
guy who
don't-
just fought Richardson Hitchens, right?
Yeah, he's a little
looks pretty
dude.
big
Like
to
he's
me,
a little
like-
ass
But you
I
got to
dude,
think that's
bro.
an extra 5 pounds he's used to not cutting.
What do you mean? Most of his career was spent at lightweight.
See, fucking Ray, check your ass. Check your ass.
Nah, because I swear I saw this online. I was like, bro, his career was mostly spent at lightweight. He was IBF #1. I don't know why he couldn't get a fight for IBF, but after that didn't work out, he goes up for 2 fights, and then he comes back down.
I like the fight personally. I think it's a great fight. What's next for Lara, guys? Like, what is the end game
Retirement.
for a four?
One
There's another
more
one.
year.
Man.
One more year of inactivity. And
Yeah,
then
but
he
what do you
fights.
guys see? Like, how do you see that ending? That if the guy's not fighting, right, he's not going to unify with Adames because nobody's going to pay for that boring ass fight. The PBC's not going to do it. The fans don't even really want it, right? Like, nobody really wants to see
He's a
Yatsu fight.
fighter.
They should literally pass it up to Ramos.
A doctor
bro.
should
Get him
be
to fight
flashing a
Ramos.
flashlight in his asshole right now.
Bro, I think they're
I'm not gonna lie.
Christ.
If
I
he
think they're
fought
gonna
Ramos, I
spend
might
that
take
fight.
One at a
him.
time.
What
Yo,
the
it's
Jesus
3 of y'all
Christ.
talking.
Holy fuck.
Bro, I think they're gonna get Spence that fight, bro.
I don't think he wins that fight, bro.
Ugh.
That's
Fuck.
all the better, bro.
Bro, because I knew Danny. I said Danny would get stopped because that dude is
Okay.
a small guy moving up. Lara can punch.
Yeah, he can punch. That he's always had
Yeah,
power.
he
That-
just-
Danny,
he just
Danny
loves
was
to
never as
fucking
good as his edge up, bro.
Flipper flap fight because he's Cuban.
People
but he
need
can
to
actually
stop
punch.
bringing up Spence only because this guy, we don't even know if this guy has a trainer and he hasn't even had a tune-up fight. If y'all
Yeah,
think he's
but
gonna
the
come
real
back
shit
and
is
fight
that
for a
he
title,
didn't announce his retirement is the thing, dog. He
that's
never
what
said
I'm
that
saying.
he's done.
I'm just saying, like, don't expect him to come back and get a good fight immediately he'll most likely have a tune-up. He's not gonna come back and get a world title immediately. It's been a year, bro. He's not gonna come back and fight Fundora immediately, or Adames, or Lara. Like, that shit's not gonna happen.
Shout out to King Lopez. Who said Daniel was in Chuck E. Cheese post? That was Julio. That was Julio.
Dude,
he don't
who
look
deserves
Daniel
more
though.
Daniel Dubois? Dude, he's been cleaning spitballs off the back of his head for the past 3 years from the boxing community.
Why you
and
think
he just got the biggest win in his life?
Why you think his neck is so thick, bro? All the fucking spitballs. That shit just made him stronger, bro. Like, I'm the daddy now. I'm Zaniel. You know what I'm saying? But that's another one. That's another one that to me it's a little bit of a mystery. There's two guys that I look at them as a bit of a mystery how your career is going to end because you're so clearly in the twilight years of your career, clearly like Lara is, bro, whether he likes it or not, and Spence is too. And it's like, well, what the fuck else can you do but make them fight each other? What the fuck else can you do? What are you going to use them for?
Bro, until Spence actually comes back, people need to stop talking about him. He actually, like, we do these hypothetical fights. We've been doing it for like the last year. Nothing's going on. There's no fight scheduled.
Hey,
nothing.
don't pop a vessel, Michael. Chill, brother.
Yeah, Michael's getting a fucking erection, bro. You gotta calm down, bro.
I'm kind of with Michael on this because, like, Manny Pacquiao's made a comeback before Errol Spence. Like, fucking Mozart has had a comeback before Errol Spence.
That's funny as fuck.
He did though.
Bro,
he actually did.
Mike Tyson's making a comeback before Earl Spence.
Oh
bro.
man, come on!
True.
Now, you're being ridiculous.
But the fact that these people are coming back leaves the door open because Errol is younger.
Who was it that just fought? Like, what was it? Fuck it. James Toney, who he fought somebody last month or something.
No,
like
Shane Mosley.
Shane Mosley made a comeback.
He fought this weekend. He made a comeback.
Holy shit!
But that's what leaves the door open for Errol to possibly come back.
Bro, fucking Carl Weathers is gonna make a comeback.
Bro, we'll have a new president before he comes back. Bro.
You know that Carl Winslow. Speaking of Carl's, you know that Carl Winslow debunked rumors that Diddy shagged him, the father from Family Matters.
Well, of course, he's gonna say no. Obviously.
Well, he's openly gay, Michael. If he got fucked in his ass, he's not gonna be upset about it. He's just said that.
So real,
not front page news.
I honestly believe. Hold on, I honestly believe this Haney Ryan lawsuit. I genuinely believe that's to like distract the boxing world from the fact that Haney was in Diddy's pool.
You think that? I mean, no. Let me go to Ray. Ray, gun to your head. Do you think Diddy fucked Devin Haney in his ass?
Bro, he. All right, bro.
Yes, that shit.
Ray,
in the most vulgar way possible.
Don't dance around the question, bro.
Okay, so he was in the pool. I don't think there's any other words needed to be said, bro.
Why the fuck do you ask that shit like he was hooked up to a polygraph?
We need answers, real talk.
Bro left no room for
bro, you know the
ambiguity or vagueness. Jesus, he said it straight up. Did he fuck him in the ass?
Bro,
Michael?
why am I just now finding out that there are multiple nude scenes of Ana de Armas?
Yeah,
That's
bro, there's a
crazy.
bunch of them shits.
What
And
the
Sydney
fuck?
Sweeney, bro.
And Sydney too. I had no idea. I don't follow
You didn't
them
know
like
that, bro? Shit.
I don't watch their. I don't actually think they're.
Bro, I've never seen an episode of Euphoria a day in my fucking life, bro. But I've seen them Sydney Sweeney joints.
Oh shit!
Listen,
No, Michael,
Michael.
you distracted from the issue, Michael.
I want to go to a Devin Haney fan with this one. What do you make of him?
That's some nice ass titties.
Bro, them shits is incredible. Honestly.
This dude was like, I
Both
haven't
of them.
seen anything
Both of
she's
them.
in, but I've seen her titties before.
I have, and I will
Michael
see.
said
No,
both of
and
them.
Julio, I will see them again.
I like them pricky joints too. I can't lie.
Michael, what do you think about Devin suing Ryan?
Bro, that shit's gay as fuck, bro. Like that shit's actually gay. That shit is gayer than all the gay jokes.
Right?
That shit is gayer than all the gay jokes you guys make on this panel.
You asked an
Oh
the
my
panel
God.
expert.
That shit is whack as fuck.
Bro,
like, yo, Devin,
I'm all
if you
for
think-
bringing back
yo,
gays.
yo,
and
yo,
insults.
if
Wait,
you
one at a
think-
time. Go ahead. Wait, Michael, go ahead. Finish it. Land the plane,
if
bro.
you think it's battery that he assaulted you or something like that, all right. then go fight him again. Run it back.
That's the whole
And whoop
point
his
of the
ass.
boxing
And
match.
get paid doing it.
Yeah.
Like,
All right, Julio, same question. What do you make? Because I see a lot of different people have a different reaction to that same story. What do you think of Devin suing him? What do you think he's doing? Is it just you're really trying to get money out of him in this bitch ass way? Is that what that really is?
I mean, Devin is just doing what kids who went to private school did. Instead of like
Homeschool, not
bullying each
private
other, they
school.
would just do litigation against each other.
No, that's private school level. Trust
Like
me.
So
at
wait a minute,
private
you
school,
think
they
it-
don't bully. There's no bullies. They do litigation. So they'll
So
just
what
sue you.
Bill Haney had a whiteboard, a dry erase board teaching him math problems? Is that the story?
yeah.
Yes, exactly. So you know.
Well, I mean,
but
Bill
also,
knows how to
if
sell
you're
crack,
someone who
so I mean, he was
cares
a great
about
math
cheating,
teacher.
if you're someone who cares about cheating and think it's actually wrong, then you should hope he wins. Because this would, if it becomes legal precedent that like you can sue a boxer who cheats, like, dude, like promoters
a
are
game
literally
changer.
promoters are gonna be like, I'm not taking on
I
this
agree.
fucking
From
liability.
that angle, it is good for
Fuck the
boxing.
promoter. What about the fans? How about gaining the respect of the fans again? Because Leo, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I said it in the video I did that honestly, if you're suing him as a leverage tactic to get a better split in a rematch, then I can respect it. But if you're literally just suing him to get a couple of dollars, yeah, that shit gay, bro. Like
Bro,
you a
can
whole
you,
bitch.
Can you do the boo sound on the soundboard you got there?
I can't. I
You
gotta
have the
get a
soundboard.
new
No.
soundboard. I gotta get a new one.
problem.
You
No,
broke it
let's put it
already?
this way. Let's put it this way. Showbiz just released a whole ass song with him in a
Oh, fuck
bitch
that
wig
guy.
and a Sesame Street puppet talking about how this song, what a bad move this was, and that was less gay than Devin Haney fucking suing Ryan Garcia.
It
Like,
is
since
though.
when is Showbiz
Because-
a prop comic?
I mean, nah, he is a prop, bro. He is a prop. Fuck are you talking about, bro?
Yeah,
Size
bro,
of
if
that
you
guy's
like,
eyes, bro.
Showbiz is one of those toys. If you squeeze him, his eyes pops out and shit.
Yeah,
For
like,
real,
how can you
bro.
tell?
Look at them big ass eyes.
bro, that dude eyes is wow big. Like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you
His
got
eyes
40
be touching
40
the
vision,
phone
bro.
screen and shit.
I mean, at least no one can ever sneak up on him like with them eyes.
No, and they're both
Showbiz
on the
looks like
side,
a-
so he got like
Showbiz
like
has to
two.
wear
It's like the-
contacts
it's like
because
the
his eyes
gecko
be touching
shit.
his glasses.
He looks like an alien that's wearing human skin. Like he
Skin crawler is
Oh,
crazy.
dude, okay, come
No,
on
he
now.
looks like an iguana with a tan. You ever seen an iguana?
He wakes up and he sees the universe.
he's
bro.
like he was like one of the like a Hodge twin, a failed Hodge twin. He was like he was like
He's the unathletic son.
Oh my god.
They were triplets, but they didn't like the way that one came out.
yeah, like he came out fucked up in the engineering process.
What was he, the
Oh,
one legend
He
that
put in a fucking
Jesus
floating
Christ.
tank of fluid.
Yo,
And he
that's fucking
escaped.
crazy, bro.
Yo, that is so fucked, bro.
You
Shout out to
he gotta
Virtual.
wear
So wait, let me
contacts
read the
because
super
his eyes
chat.
touch glasses.
I heard Devin is suing Snack because he can't punch. That's fucked up, man. But nah, I mean, like I said, that the only way I could respect what he's doing is if this is a way to leverage the lawsuit against the rematch. That if you don't give us what we want, we're gonna pursue this. If you give us what we want, we'll make it go away. That's kind of what it could be. But once again, that's just me. I don't know if they're doing
But
that.
there
They
is no
could really.
rematch. There
Like,
is
no,
no
to
But
me,
is
rematch.
he's
that
actually
not
looking for
tantamount to
for
extortion?
justice. Like if he feels like he
But-
got assaulted by a juice fighter and that's like a moral
But-
travesty and
but
he's
the-
actually doing it for the right reasons, and then dude, if he wins this case, it could change boxing. If that's what he's actually trying to do. If he's
You
just
honestly
trying to,
think
you know,
he's
stay
gonna
in
win?
the-
Julio- still gonna
One
use
at a
pads,
time,
bro.
fellas. In fairness, wasn't baseball more exciting with the pads?
Yeah, oh sure, but I'm saying
Undoubtedly.
if a judge says yeah, this is assault, then all these fucking promoters are gonna drop all their PED fighters because it's gonna become a huge liability.
Okay, then he's gonna have to convince the judge that.
Yeah,
no,
but then
it was
who's
the weight.
okay?
Hang on,
Like I
no,
asked
bro.
under the video,
Do you
who's
guys
Haney gonna
honestly-
work with after this?
Do you guys
Yeah.
honestly think he's gonna win that case if it actually goes to court? I don't.
Bob.
Yeah,
he'll work
I
with Bob.
don't know, because there's elements of the case that make sense and there's elements that don't. The part where he wants 47% of Ryan's guaranteed purse, that doesn't make sense because you were entitled to whatever it generates. Ryan got that before it generated anything because that's his guaranteed purse. I don't know that you're gonna get anywhere with that. But the part about it being assault, maybe, because nowhere is it written in the contract that you're gonna fight a juiced up fighter. But for it to be that way, it feels like you have to establish that he knowingly took something, and you're not going to establish that. There's no proof of that he knowingly took something. So that he took the pads, he knew he took them, and it was his intention to take them before walking in the ring with you. It feels like your case hinges on that, and you can't prove that.
Also, I'm just gonna blame the pads on like his personal trainer or some shit like that. Like he put that in my stuff. I didn't know.
Also, you're gonna have to convince a judge that Osterin, the weight loss supplement, gave him the power to just beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't even know how Haney's gonna be able to work with Bob or Top Rank if Bill Haney.
No, that's the other question. That's the other question that you talking shit about Eddie like that's not the only dude that's willing to work with you. Bob is not gonna burn money on you. Like he's not, bro. Like he isn't. Golden Boy don't have money to burn on you. That's second thing. PBC, the same. They don't got no money over there. Who you gonna fight over there?
And they're not gonna promote you over Tank, bro.
No, absolutely not. So, what is Devin about to retire?
Bro, honestly, that's the speculation. Is he's going out because he knows if he comes back, he's gonna get his ass beat.
He is.
He's not. He's gonna get his ass beat by somebody down at 140, or he's gonna have to go to 147 and get fucked up there.
Those two, like, they both literally act like they don't exist.
I feel like he might beat Tio.
No, he would beat Tio. Like if they made it, I would pick Devin.
I've been wanting that fight. Like those two, they're not doing anything. Fuck it, run.
That would be the fight. One at a time. That would be the fight that breaks Tio's mind. That would be the fight that fucks up his brain if he lost that one.
Bro.
Do you really think Devin could actually could he even like function right now?
That's what I was gonna say. I don't even think Haney has the mental fortitude to get through the promotion to get to a Tio fight.
Oh my God, yeah.
Maybe he does beat Tio in the ring, but does he have the mental fortitude to get through all that promotion again? All that mouth you were running up.
He is a bitch.
To the Ryan fight.
They're all a bunch of bitches, bro. They're all a bunch. Like to me, I don't like none of these. I don't like none of them.
I hate that gen, bro. I hate that.
I don't like Tio is a fucking clown. Like, bro, you're cringeworthy. Like, you're a clown, bro. Like a whole fucking
he's literally just an open. He's just an open racist at this.
That dude makes me embarrassed to be human, bro.
No, honestly, yeah. Like he makes me embarrassed to be enduring, bro. Like, what's the matter with you, bro? You know, like you got pretty girl syndrome is what you got. You think you a pretty girl.
Pretty.
He makes me embarrassed to be retarded. Like we're not all like that. we don't all act like that.
That's the funniest way to call somebody fucking retarded.
I may be retarded, but I'm not a racist. You know?
Hashtag not all retards.
And he says the most unnecessary shit and just like, yo, bro, like who do you think you are? Like,
bro,
you're just not that guy.
When he talks about Crawford, like my blood pressure literally shoots up because I'm like, yo, I really wish that Turkey would pay for that fight. I would love for you to get that Crawford fight.
Oh yeah, Crawford. I
would fucking love that so much, bro. That you talk all this shit, you fucking clown. You like, I don't even want to go down the list because it's not necessary. You ain't it, bro. You not who we thought you were, and you just ain't it, bro. Period. You're not.
I literally, when I think about that fight, I'm just like, okay. So you want to fight Crawford? When I break it down, there's not a single thing he does that could actually bother.
There's nothing that he would be able to do in that fight except bleed, bro. That's it. Yeah, that's all you gonna do in that fight is bleed, bro.
Yeah, he swells up better than
sneak a gun.
Honestly, at this point, I low key want it.
Boof a gun into the ring, Teofimo. That's your only chance.
I'll take Teo before Conor McGregor. That's for sure. I'll take that.
I don't think.
What do you mean?
Do shit. Yeah, because they talking about putting. You didn't hear? They're talking about Conor McGregor is talking about they was trying to do.
Oh, I thought you were trying to say Conor Ben, bro. I thought you were saying Conor Ben. I was like, wow, really?
Jesus Christ,
they just killing.
Nah, but look, you know, Tio's like these young guys, man. They suck, bro. Like, yeah, all four of y'all, you, Tio,
Ryan,
well, they all peaked way too young.
They all suck.
They all suck. Like,
no, you know what it is?
Their
I
personalities
think
and shit.
it's just that they keep forgetting the key thing to being a fighter, which is just fight. All this bullshit and extra stuff, I don't need to hear it. Go out
Yeah.
and fight somebody.
That is so true.
They're
That's
not
what I said.
confident in
That's what I
themselves.
said in a video the other day, that the American fighter is trying to do every fucking thing but what they're
But
supposed to do. But fight. You trying to do everything but fight. That's what's gonna make you famous.
No, guys, you gotta welcome to the Devin Haney era. The Devin Haney era where we
Yo, when I heard Bill say that shit, I'm like, yo, you gotta stop acting, Bill. Like, you look stupid. You sound stupid saying that. Nobody
dumb
thinks
as fuck.
nobody thinks it's the Devin Haney nothing. Your son looked like a bitch. I hope there's a real strategy here, because if this is just you trying to get money, if this is just you trying to make him a victim to get us some money, yeah, he looked like a whole bitch out here. He do.
Bro, it's just a coping mechanism, bro. Bill doesn't know how to handle the fact that his son isn't all that he said that he was cracked up to be, bro.
Honestly, you could get him his O back, but nobody really. And y'all know I hate Ryan, so y'all know I ain't doing the Jono Sabo love. I hate that motherfucker. I hate Ryan. I think he's garbage. I would shoot him into space if I could, in a soda can.
Damn.
But not, because my feelings towards Devin have nothing to do with Ryan or supporting Ryan. My feelings towards Devin is I'm tired of seeing fighters and fathers like y'all two. I am tired of that. You know why? You keep trying to game the system instead of do what you're supposed to do. All right? This dude, if you really believe it was the pads, that's what it was. The pads in the weight. Fight him again then and beat him. Be a fucking man. Fight him again and beat him. Okay? Lennox got cold slapped by Rockman. That same year, he
But
took
like
that.
we said, bro, it's copium, my dude, because they know deep down in their heart of hearts, it had nothing to do with the Austrian. You couldn't get out of the way of that left hook to save your fucking life.
I don't know. Like, I give him this benefit of the doubt. I'll give him this benefit of the doubt. If they do a rematch, I do have Devin winning. The problem, you're not gonna beat Ryan how he beat you. You're gonna box him. Oh yeah, you're gonna box him and you're gonna jab him and you'll win the points decision, right? But you're not gonna have him stumbling. Yeah, all that shit you're not doing that.
And the problem is, bro,
punch.
like Haney's pride. If you look at the buildup, if you listen to the buildup, Haney's pride was so far up his asshole. He literally told Ryan, "You won't meet me in the middle of the ring." And Ryan's like, "Bro, that would be stupid for you." Ryan told him straight up, "That would be stupid for you."
And it
was. Try to
was.
Meet me in the middle of the ring. And look who's dumbass.
He did,
bro.
and he tried, and that was stupid, bro.
And that's
who's the only
Go ahead, Julio.
Who's the only not insane boxing dad?
George Kambosos' father.
Papa Lomachenko.
He's pretty crazy though.
Papachenko.
I'd say
Papachenko.
Inouye's father doesn't try to be a superstar. He don't be trying to be Ringo Starr out here. All in the video.
Not the American ones.
What about Dubois' dad?
Nah, Daniel Dubois' dad, even though he doesn't try to get as much camera time, he has a reputation for being overly involved. He does.
But I mean, he's got 2 children that are fucking stars.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Daniel Dubois still showers with his dad.
What?
He still wears the bathing suit?
Where did that come from?
I think Dubois takes showers with
Daniel
his dad.
Dubois wears his bathing suit when he showers.
No, I think he showers with his dad.
Nah, and they don't let the tub. They don't let the tub fill up all the way, because then Daniel gets scared, bro. He don't want the water.
And Carolyn's just in the other room shadowboxing.
You ever take a shower with your dad? And you're like, wow.
Did he get soap
As
on
a kid, you're like, wow, your dad has the biggest dick you've ever seen. That's Dubois every day.
Hey, our childhoods have been real different, bro. That's all I can say.
That's Daniel Dubois
I know,
every day.
Tell us more about showering with your dad, man.
No, we talk crazy.
Bro,
Yo.
Tyson Fury and Daniel Dubois
You better hope they never
their
catch
dad's
you, bro. I
dicks.
swear to God.
Yo, they lucky. Julio lucky nobody know what he looked like, bro.
Yo, for real, bro. Keep that camera off, bro.
I hope they never catch
The
you,
stupid
bro.
shit is, I'm gonna go to the airport and I'm gonna get my ass beat because of him. All they gonna remember is they saw me, and I'm gonna get my
They don't
ass
take the
beat.
frustration out on you.
But the shit is, the shit is that honestly, the reason that I kind of before I gave Bill a pass because I understand that's your son, you're gonna look out for him. I had a lot of love for that, but now it's just getting ridiculous. That why is everything a grift? Why everything got to be a game or an act? Why can't just be fight, man? Just fight, bro. Like we don't need all this other shit.
Here's exactly why. Because he finally accepted his son's fundamental flaw. His son wants to be a knockout puncher who gets in the middle of the ring and fights, and that's not who he is. It's never been who he is.
Ever. It's annoying. All these boxing dads, like if it ain't Lopez's dad is starting to chill out. Whose father did I see that was piping up and doing too fucking much recently? Who was it? Because Lopez's dad is chilling out. Nah, because he chilled out too after Tyson and got his ass whooped. We ain't heard a lot from John, have we? We ain't heard a lot from John. I think it is Daniel's dad. I think you're right that he's one of the boxing dads now that's starting to pipe up and do too fucking much, you know? And Don Charles is doing too fucking much. Like,
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Don Charles needs to shut the fuck up already.
Like, bro, how you sound trying to criticize Ben? You have not had the success with as many fighters as Ben. How you sound talking all that shit
about Usyk and shit, saying that Usyk's a fraud, like shut the fuck up.
And the shit is because of all the shit you talking. Don't let Daniel lose. Because you figured it all out, motherfucker. You figured it all out. You got the whole strategy
before the fall, bro.
For real, you talking a lot of fucking shit, and don't let Daniel lose while you talking all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sorry, but
Don Charles is talking real fly, bro. And it's like
the shit is that this is why I'm not completely sold on Daniel being the heir apparent. Is the way you doing things, you're gonna get knocked out again. You are.
But also, he's literally the anti-Joshua, where he's not charismatic, no homo, not good looking.
He's kind of retarded.
Particularly great fighter. Like he's not. He doesn't captivate anyone.
Daniel looks like he was raised in a barn, bro.
Dude,
like
seriously.
they do some crayons and a coloring book in a barn, and
he's a
like
bizarro AJ, bro.
Yeah, he's Ojo. He's Ojo.
He's like
JA.
Not very marketable. He doesn't talk.
Up.
That's Ja. He even sounds retarded. That's Ja.
It's Down syndrome AJ, bro. Man.
Down syndrome AJ.
He killed a baby from hugging it too hard. Like that's just the only way I can.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Like he's one of those guys in books. Remember in books there would always be like a retarded character that hugged a baby too hard.
From Goonies, bro. Man.
What fucking books were you reading as a kid?
Sloth.
Jesus Christ!
Sloth. John? Baby rules? Drop on head? Drop on head?
Yeah, man. Y'all know
Dubois, he has like the personality of wild. You ever seen the Iron Giant? That's Dubois.
Yo, all I would say is y'all motherfuckers
like Howard the Duck, bro. It's like
y'all better never go to the UK talking all this shit, bro. They will find you, motherfuckers, bro.
Are you not at the time?
They'll wet you.
Hey, hey, Jules, you know who played that character?
Who was that?
John Matuzak from the Raiders.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
He played Schlepp in the Goonies, man. That was him.
You know that I don't know why I half expected you to say Nicolas Cage. I don't know why.
Nicolas Cage has been in everything.
Practically. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but yeah, man, like in all seriousness, while it was a great win for him, like you got to give him his credit in the sense that, hey, I counted him out. I thought he was going to get knocked out. I think most people did. So you have to give him his flowers that, hey, he won the fight. He won the fight. He had a clear vision of what he wanted to do, and he did it. But if I'm not on board, if I'm not sold, it's because, yo, dog, the way you fighting, you gonna get knocked out again. Oh, yes.
Yes. You gotta, it's impressive when you think about the fact that he writes with a balled up fist. Like he holds a pen with his fist entirely balled up. And that's how he signs.
Does he put it in between his fingers? How does he do it?
It's from years of using that big crayon, bro. You know the big crayon?
That nigga said the
I'm Daniel.
I like the
They
blue
gave him that
ones.
big shit, so stop breaking the little ones.
Name him George.
The purple ones taste like grapes.
You know they take him to McDonald's as soon as he there. The coloring paper come out and all that shit, bro.
Oh
Like
yeah, they bust out the extra Happy Meals for his ass.
Then he
Nah,
cried, Jones.
Dubois still
No,
goes
no,
just to get the toy.
No,
For
Dubois
real?
the big kid in the plate. Dubois that oversized kid in the playpen at McDonald's. Like he's
that he hurts the other kids.
All you see is one black milk dud in the middle of the ball pit.
Is there any?
Daniel rises up.
Is there any legitimacy to this thing? I read a post the other day by somebody that said that the Bronze Bomber calls out Usyk, saying this man's been ducking me and I can beat him.
That was old. That
was old. Okay,
that was old. Like it did happen, but that was old. That's before Zhang zanged him, but he did.
Oh,
do
okay.
that.
I thought I just saw it
You mean
recently.
Zhang
As if it
banged
was
him?
like, yeah. After he
So
got
what do you
banged-
guys? So what do you guys think about that fight, though? If it were Daniel and Zhang,
I pick Zhang.
you'd go with Zhang to win that fight.
Yeah, bigger. His technique's just pretty solid. I don't really see like him making any mistakes for Dubois to capitalize on. Plus, I think he's gonna hit southpaw
yeah,
style
the
will
southpaw
catch him
thing.
off guard.
I would have Zhang just because of the southpaw thing.
I got Zhang early round.
It depends. It depends if Daniel Dubois' woman's
Hold on, I
in
wasn't
the
finished yet,
ring.
man.
Wait, go ahead, country. Go ahead, country.
I got Zhang in the early rounds up to a certain point, and then after that, if it goes longer, then I got Dubois.
Do you like it if it goes longer?
But again, this is a dating app.
No.
Again, these are questions for country's dating app.
No,
Damn.
country's old. His hips can't handle it.
country sips don't want.
Fucking shout out to Joel. Stop trying Daniel. LOL. He had an escort waiting for him back in the hotel from Crayon. Yo, I heard it's the Brazilian
Even he
bitch.
doesn't believe that. Even Kevin doesn't believe that.
But
Come
that's
on.
what I'm saying, bro. If that Brazilian is in the audience, I don't think Daniel's gonna lose. Bro.
Dude, Dubois had a chaperone. He was on a date. He needed a
Let the
chaperone.
pussy make you brave.
Saying, bro, there got to be a reason he done this 180, bro. He's like a different guy now.
I got Jay.
Yeah, he got a chick
short-lived,
dancing on
though.
his disco stick.
We know it's gonna be short-lived.
Let me go to Clavo. Clavo, go ahead. Zhang or Dubois? I'll be right back.
Yeah, man, I think I'll take Zhang in that, man. I'll take Zhang, and I like Zhang.
Hey,
in that fight.
I'd pick Bacoli over Dubois though.
Yeah, I would pick Bacoli over he. You know what? It's just the guy has a nice punch resistance also, and I don't think. I mean, listen, Daniel got knocked out by a jab.
Yeah,
I mean, he got knocked out by several.
Yeah, but that was the
multiple
Usyk
fights.
jab.
Bacoli can crack.
Yeah, but if you tap, listen,
And
if you tap his chin just the right way, then it doesn't have to be hard. The guy goes down, and he's a quitter.
I don't know. He kind of shed that at this point. I'm not gonna lie. The
I don't
whole
think
quitter
so.
label.
I think it's no. I mean, come on. Listen, you got taken down by a jab. You took a knee. You weren't even. I mean, you knew you couldn't get back up, so you just said, "Fuck it. I'm not even gonna try."
He got taken out with a jab in 2 different fights. Like
What was the other fight?
Joe Joyce.
Oh no, he had a eye socket. Come on, you guys.
it was,
Still took a knee.
it was-
Honestly,
I
I
don't
feel
know what
like
that's supposed to mean.
I don't hold on because when we say that he quit to a jab, yes, the jab put him down and he quit, but I feel like it was more so, Usyk, the way he fights, he tends to mentally drain his opponents, and I think it was more so Daniel understanding like, damn, I got nothing for this guy. It was more so his mental fortitude at the time that stopped him. Yes, that was what we say when he quit, but I honestly think he's worked past that and he's learned to find it within himself to like.
Okay, let's say you put another skilled guy that mentally drains him. What do you think's gonna happen?
I think he'll get slept. I think like it'll turn out to be like he'll be too good. What's the word? Too tough for his own good. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I guess what I'm saying, what I'm trying to say in this whole thing is that he had success with Joshua Short, and it wasn't because he looked spectacular. It was just because Joshua looked like shit. and he just didn't do fundamentals. I think this success with Dubois is short-lived. I don't think it's going to go that long. It's not going to ride that long.
No, yeah, because I mean, it's what Ring says, that he's fighting. Excuse me, he's fighting more aggressively, which is why I say that he kind of got rid of that quitter mentality.
Yeah,
but it's his aggression that's going to be his downfall. That like you're gonna leave yourself too open.
I hear that, and I still think that he's got that quitter thing still. Like if he gets tapped, and if he has a hard situation, I don't think he's gonna last. And
I feel you. I honestly though, I would still like to see the Usyk rematch. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I think
I would. You know what the rematch with Joshua would have to be like? Joshua would have to again switch trainers again.
Does anybody else here think that he should have stuck with Robert Garcia?
No,
I think so.
Yeah,
he should have given it a chance.
Bro, I think he looked fucking great in the Usyk rematch.
He didn't give it a chance, dude. You can't do that.
Bro, what was it like? It was like round 8 or 9 that Joshua squatted and he threw like a 3 or 4 piece to the body. That was fucking beautiful,
blocked,
bro. I don't see why
it was blocked. Like people are massively overrating that performance in the second Usyk. It wasn't.
But no, hold on. I'm not
because
saying
it's Usyk.
I understand
against a lesser skilled opponent, he would do better with like with the Dubois. If he would have stayed with the same trainer, he would have done better with Dubois. He probably would have taken Dubois out. I don't know. I mean, Dubois wasn't throwing any body punches at all.
Like, okay, we're starting to get like. I get it. Like we all thought that AJ was going to win. I thought AJ was going to win by knockout. I
did too, man. I was like,
AJ looked like shit. And AJ looked like shit. We're starting to get mad disrespectful here with Dubois. Like getting mad disrespectful.
No.
If we're all trying to seriously say, if AJ stuck with Robert Garcia, who has no history of training heavyweights, man, he would have beaten up.
No. That's not what I'm saying. Oh, I'm just saying I think he looked better with Robert Garcia.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he would have done anything different.
I do think he looked better with Robert. The way that he fought Usyk, I don't think that AJ that fought Usyk the second time would have made anywhere near those. Like, bro, the shit that got him caught was stupid dog.
Thank you. Yes. His fundamentals would have been better. He would have gotten better advice in the corner. He would have said, fucking keep your hands, shelter. Don't you throw, you shelter. You're on the phone. Be on the phone. If you're not on the phone, if you're punching, be on the phone. The other hand, you're on the phone. Both phones. You're a stockbroker.
You're in bro, when he throws the uppercut, he's out of range to throw the uppercut.
Big
is the first fucking thing. Big time out of range. He like this. Like, bro, what is this? Street Fighter, bro? What the fuck are you like?
It was ridiculous.
Guile?
You know what? Povetkin had a better. Remember when Povetkin knocked out Dillian White with that uppercut? It was in range. It was close. It was a slip and a punch.
He barely moved it. He barely moved his arm. It was his hip. It was from the hip.
Yep.
He set that up beautifully.
That was a beautiful uppercut. That uppercut with what was he playing tennis? The fuck was that?
Like
was he getting a volleyball?
If you see the space where he slightly moves his hand, turns into it, and it's from the hip, straight from the hip. He didn't wind it up and load it up or nothing. That's how you throw an uppercut, dog.
That's exactly.
I have to back up Lucius in the chat here. Like, aren't we the same group that said AJ was looking great in his last 4 fights with Ben, and now he looks like shit?
But the thing is, one to answer that question is simple. The AJ that we saw wasn't making dumbass mistakes. I cannot explain to even now, 2 weeks after that fight. I don't understand what the fuck you were doing.
I still don't. I don't get it. I
don't get it. You know what it seemed like? It seemed like there was another person that transported into his body and fought that fight because that was just
what happened was
how do you
wait, one at a time. Let me just say this. Let me start off with this. The only explanation I've heard that reconciles this good enough, you just didn't respect Daniel, because the shit you were doing, you were doing was stupid. Like it's that stupid, dog. It is like you're gonna pull back in a straight line, both hands down, and you fought most of the fight.
And the fight is with your hands down, bro. Yeah. Like you tried to treat Daniel like he wasn't a champion. Your cockiness, you're overconfident. And that led to mistakes that you fought with your hands down. You treated this guy like he couldn't hurt you, like you were the king shit.
And you pulled
I
back
think
in a
what
straight
happened
line
was
when you shouldn't have.
He
got
gave him
hurt
little
early
brother
by the
treatment.
puncher.
Wait, go ahead, Julio.
Yeah, I mean, I think what happened was was exactly what happened. He got hurt early by a big puncher.
Yeah, but you don't think that him getting caught with that right hand was a ridiculous lapse in judgment? I mean, he is a puncher. You do have to protect yourself, bro.
I mean, any time you get hit with a flush shot, clean shot, you're showing a
But
lack
pulling
of
back in a straight line with your hands down is crazy.
That's
against a
stupid,
puncher,
man.
he got hurt and he got knocked out. He ended up
I'm not a
Yeah.
boxer, but even I know why the fuck are you pulling back in a straight line with your hands down?
And
The
his
shit
chin
is-
up, and
the
what
shit
makes
is-
it
that
worse
pendulum
is
step
that
Daniel.
A motherfucker in the street that is not a boxer. Motherfucker in the street know to keep these bitches in front of him. Motherfucker in the street know that.
Even if his elbows are flooded out in the street.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you ever seen motherfuckers that fight like you gotta have
Yeah, that's street. That's street
my
fighting.
man, shout out to Dre wherever you are. Shout out to my man Dre. This how he used to fight. I'm not and he used to fuck people up, but this is literally how I'm like, yo, what kind of stance is this, bro? What the fuck is he doing, bro? Like, what you about to kick him?
And
Right,
that's
but-
the thing. It's like, what are we going to blame Ben for? Like, well, what was Ben going to tell him that he shouldn't
don't
already
put it-
know?
nothing to blame Ben for. Like everything that AJ did, an amateur boxer who's at like an Olympic level would never do. Like, you know what I mean?
I think
Honestly,
he beat him.
That's what I wanted to ask you, Julio. Gun to your head. If they run it back, who wins?
He gave Ngannou more respect.
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
But if you had, but that's the point I'm making. That if you had the frame of mind and the presence of thought to respect Ngannou's power, why the fuck didn't you respect Daniels?
Well, he saw Daniel as a little boy.
La cagó.
Ridiculous. So
Se
Julio,
cagó los pantalones, se cagó.
you would pick him to win a rematch.
Yeah, I got AJ in the rematch for sure.
Wow. You better than me.
I don't know, man, because like
Julius,
I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore,
Julius,
bro.
I said it.
Hold on.
One
Let
round.
me do this. Hold on.
Wait, go ahead, Michael. Go ahead, Michael.
Like I said, he was doing shit, but one round of him actually boxing correctly, like we thought he was going to, and he did buzz Daniel. He did.
Yeah.
And that was the round when he was actually doing his shit correctly, jabbing, and he was able to counter him. But
People
off
got
the
mad
jab.
at me on the panel when I said Dubois has a puncher's chance. That fight is literally that.
Bro,
he had a
nobody-
puncher's chance.
no,
hey,
Julio-
listen,
wait, wait,
everybody,
no.
but everybody was on.
No, Julio's
Because people like to say that's
Julio,
fence
no,
riding.
Julio's bullshitting. When I was asked outright more than once, does Daniel have a chance? And I said, yes, absolutely. Yes. I never denied that Daniel had a chance.
I did.
But
I denied it.
I didn't shit on Daniel. I said from the get, shut the fuck up.
Oh, I wiped my ass with him. That's what I did, dude.
I
was totally
gave
down on
Daniel
him.
the respect that, you know what I thought was going to happen, and I said this more than once. You could go on those lives. I said Daniel's going to come out fast from the start, and AJ might get knocked down early.
Yeah,
you go back to those lives.
I remember you said that, but I thought you were. I like no wait. When I heard you say that, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. The guy got knocked out with a jab. How the fuck, you know? I gave him zero fucks of a chance.
Yeah,
my problem.
The reason I said that is that AJ is not AJ. Like the reason I figured this is AJ's gonna come out wanting a boxing match. Dubois is gonna come out wanting a brawl, and I thought AJ's gonna give him enough respect that this stays a boxing match. You're gonna move, you're gonna jab, and you're gonna keep it a boxing match to try to slow things down. But in the beginning, you're in danger. That was my evaluation of the fight. Them first couple of rounds, AJ is in danger.
If I may, my problem with an AJ rematch is AJ, if you didn't respect his power in the first fight, you're gonna fear his power in the second fight.
Yeah, that's why I can't do it anymore.
I can't do it.
Well, that's all. He's gonna keep it at a distance, like Ruiz. He's gonna respect it. He's gonna stay on his defense. We've seen him do it. He could do it.
Brother.
I mean, when he got hurt,
he isn't a fat guy.
I can't bet on.
Wait, Jason. Wait, Jason. Go ahead,
That's
Jason.
true. That's true.
Like Dubois isn't Ruiz. He isn't some fat guy, flat-footed.
Yeah.
Like scarfing down cheeseburgers and just trying to please get in front of me, please get in front of me.
No. Let me say this. Daniel's gonna be even more emboldened. Does that better or lessen his chances? Because he's gonna take more chances that he knows he can hurt you. He ain't gotta hit you but once, and he's gonna hurt you. Does that better or worsen AJ's chances in a rematch?
It's better because you will look out for that. If you have a better sense of how to train for the fight, you're gonna have to train to get a guy like that, a smaller guy that's faster.
But you got to remember, Andy Ruiz has T-Rex arms, bro.
It's easier to keep him on the outside because of that, because he has slow feet and short arms. Yeah. This is a different assignment. Like
Dubois was actually pretty fucking explosive.
But you could see, throughout towards the end of the fight, AJ started to figure him out. His bounce was gone, so he tried to to counter that pendulum step you do to time him, but he was off the mark because he kept his fucking hands low and he was off the mark.
Exactly.
Every time I think of that, it pisses me off.
I think he would make that adjustment and win,
bro. The same Dubois, and I said this in the other live. The same Dubois we've been seeing for the last 5 fights is the one that showed up in that fight last.
Yes,
bro,
yes.
The only problem, I'm not trying to take away from Daniel, but the only problem was everything that AJ did. You had your hands down the whole fight.
Yeah.
Like
he fucked
my thing is this. I'm in 100% agreement with Michael. That's what I said in the recap. Daniel literally did everything I expected him to do. Right. What I didn't expect is that AJ was going to fight like a bum. And I'm sorry, but he fought like a bum. He absolutely
fought like Rolly.
I agree with something you said.
He fought like Rolly, like no bullshit.
Listen, I agree with something you said after the fight.
Rolly fights like if someone throws an ice cube down your shirt.
I think even Rolly kept his hands up more than AJ did, though. Man.
No, for real.
Honestly, it was bad enough that you have to wonder. Okay, AJ, and even I already said this. You can go in there and win that rematch, and the faith is gone. Like, I can't trust you anymore, dog. You're not supposed to lose this one.
That fight was the smoking gun of what people have been saying about AJ for years. You chinny, bro. You don't want it with these big punches.
Oh, he got
It's not that. You can't say that.
I can't do that.
I'm not. No. It's not being chinny, because if he would have caught anybody with that right hand, they would have got hurt. The question is, why did you get caught? Exactly. Not what happened afterwards. Yeah. Anybody gets hit with that right hand at the end of the first.
That shit was on his jaw.
One at a time, man.
Go ahead, Don.
If that logic applies to him, then why wouldn't it apply to Dubois for getting knocked out with the jab?
Exactly.
Well, that's why I said it was heavyweight smoking gun, bro.
I don't look at that fight and say AJ is too chinny. No, it's the defensive lapses in judgment that disturb me, because if you let any man 220 to 250, if you let him punch you square in the jaw, you going out.
You have to understand, when you're pulling back and you have your hands down and your chin is completely out in the open, you're gonna hit clean there.
That was the problem. Like,
that's the shot that's gonna hurt you the most.
He was trying to set up a pull counter, and I'm like, bro, you're doing that with your hands low and your fucking chin in the air to bait that pendulum step. That's the riskiest counter you can throw. Like, do something else.
That's how you get hurt the most. Those
AJ was doing his Roy Jones Jr. impression.
Shout out to Kieran. Eddie Futch himself could have trained AJ and he still would have lost. This is my thing. Those are the two best explanations. That's the other one. That he was trying to set up a counter. He knew that Daniel would come at him. He was trying to lure him in, but it's still a stupid plan, because you don't need to do that to lure Daniel in. He's going to come forward anyway. You could have saw the catch and counter left hook.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. It's like, you don't have to try and counter it the same way every single time where he can
That's what I was going to say. He was trying
that
shit
pick
for 4 rounds.
Yeah, shoot it off the guard.
4 rounds in a row. Like, where was the adjustment? Like, you saw it wasn't
working.
So is it
safe to say that we all overrated AJ?
No, we under.
No.
Yes. No. Honestly, yes.
He's the best heavyweight of his era for sure.
No. I'm gonna make that concession, because you know what? Here's the thing. If you were who I thought you were, you would have won. So clearly, I was fucking wrong. Yes, I overrated him.
But like, you can't.
No, I just wanted to hear you say that, Ring.
You know what? I don't know, man.
I'm not gonna
because
say
That
listen,
doesn't listen. That doesn't mean that he never beat anybody good. That doesn't even mean that he wasn't good in his own way.
we've
But
got to talk
honestly,
about.
if you were who we thought you were, we wouldn't be here now, bro.
Okay,
We
out of the
wouldn't.
cohort of heavyweights that were big in the top three,
Bro, in
was
his
he the
era,
better
he's
one
he's
of the
most
three?
accomplished.
Yes. In my opinion, I thought he was better than the top three that
All
people
right.
thought were the top guys. Joshua, the Bronze Bomber, fucking Tyson Fury.
You
He's the
gotta
better one out of the three. In my opinion, he was the better one of the three.
No,
So,
look. He has tools, and if we look at the whole picture and we have to rate them against each other, I still believe he's top 5. I still believe he's ahead of Wilder. But the discrepancy between you and some other fighters widens because, bro, you weren't supposed to lose that one. Kevin Lorena did better against Dubois than you. Let that sink in. Kevin Lorena did better than you,
That's
bro.
fucked.
But that's just math, though. Like,
No,
out of
but
heavyweights in
if I
his era, who accomplished more other than Usyk? And even then,
yeah
AJ's a better run at heavyweight than Usyk, so it's not
yeah,
even
it's
comparable.
true. He had a better run than
yeah no
Fury.
out
Who
of
in
the
this
He had a better
big,
run
era
than
is
I'd
better than
Fury.
say the
AJ?
big 3.
Fury's only fought what, maybe 2 hard champions.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
Klitschko at 37,
Usyk.
38, and
And
no,
Usyk. That's it.
no. If we're talking about who he beat, right? Because we
who he
don't,
beat.
because
I'm
you
talking about who he
lost to
fought.
Usyk, bro. You lost to Usyk,
Yeah,
so
and I'm talking about who he fought, but who he beat. Okay, so we have Klitschko and who else?
Wilder.
And
Wilder.
that's not saying a lot
Do
because
we
Wilder is
even
shit.
count Wilder, bro?
I
I
mean,
mean,
Why
I
do
don't
we
want to.
count Wilder?
Michael, I don't. Like, if you want my heart to heart,
Come
bro,
on.
I literally
I
don't.
count.
Like, he's
I count out of
trash.
Eileen
He's
as
fucking
a harder
doo-doo.
fight for him.
He's super,
Fucking
and he
doo-doo.
been super duper trash. They just been hiding it. But
Yeah.
a part of me does feel that, like, nah, homie, for him to lose the way that he lost, yes, some part of me was wrong. Like, cause I didn't think you would, bro. That's I didn't think that was good. And the way you went out for all that dumb shit, you can't be who I thought you were going out like that. You can't be. Does that mean he's trash? No, I don't think he's trash. But you're not who I thought you were. Like, nah, you're not.
I feel like this is
All right,
kind
so
of
it
like
looks like you
Marquez
put a little more
Pacquiao.
stock into him than most people.
Shout out to Bobby. Big Baby Miller did, but yeah, honestly, if you get down to it, Big Baby Miller
did a
did better
lot
than
better,
AJ.
dude. He put up a way better fight, and I got more respect for Miller because of that fight. I didn't think, like, when I saw that fight and I saw the way Daniel was moving around him and evading a lot of the shots, taking some of the shots even, and the way he had him on the back, the bigger guy in the back. Oh, dude, I was like, Daniel, you're on fire, bro. That's
He's
awesome.
doing his thing, and Jarrell showed that he's, because it took a lot for him. Remember, Jarrell made it almost to the end. He almost made it to the end. It took a lot to get him out of there.
And I got respect for Jarrell too.
I still think out of
Andy
the
Ruiz
big
fight.
3, AJ, I'd still take AJ over Fury and Wilder, just because a
Of
lot of
course.
the antics that Fury and Wilder needed to stay at the top.
Look, Fury is an enigma at this point. He is a bit of an enigma because it does feel like you lengthened your career by being in that bubble with Wilder for 3 years. That's all you were really doing.
Took
was
a lot
Wilder
of damage, though.
Yeah,
Took a lot of
but
damage.
in other words, I'm a little on the fence about how good Fury is or how good Fury isn't, because I will say that, you know what, you did make Usyk work. You did. You made him work.
He did a lot better with Usyk than I thought he was.
He did better than Daniel. He did better than Daniel.
Oh, absolutely.
And he did better than Nate.
Fight
Well, I ain't gonna say. I can't even say
He did better than AJ in the first fight.
Nah, not really, because at
AJ
what point?
too.
No. At what
I'm
point
saying
was
AJ 2 is
Usyk
the
bouncing
closest fight.
AJ? At what point was Usyk bouncing AJ from one ring? Like, that wasn't happening.
Bro,
So
he bounced Fury
almost
3
stopped
sides
AJ.
of
They
a
kinda did
4-side
that
ring,
towards the
bro.
Bro, he almost stopped AJ in the first fight. They literally
That
ended
was
the
not.
round early.
If you watch the slow mo, he missed a lot of those shots. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Kiss my ass with that slow mo shit, Michael. You
Watch
just
go watch the replay instead of sounding stupid. Like, Usyk didn't land any of those shots.
you talking about when AJ was laying on the ropes and he was letting go?
bro.
Yeah, he didn't. That's
He didn't.
true.
Watch
He
the
didn't.
replay.
Was this
It
from
just
the?
it was
AJ's
bad
ball
optics.
sack cam? Are these on those highlights?
It was bad optics because AJ was laying on the ropes the way that he was, though.
Yeah.
It looks like you about to go down because you're.
No, you know
laying
what?
on the ropes.
He's right. I saw the replays in slow motion, and he missed. He hit him once. He threw
probably
like 8
once.
punches, and I think he landed one.
But it was bad optics because AJ's
Oh, yeah.
knees were bent and he was
Yeah.
laying on the ropes, and it looked like if one gets in, you're going down. That's why it looked bad. It looked like if another one gets in, you about to go down. But that wasn't worse. Even with that wasn't worse than Fury. Fury was literally a ping pong ball.
Bro, Fury
like
got bounced to 3 sides of a 4-sided ring, bro.
For real, like from here to there to over there to over there, back to over there. Like, bro, like he really ping ponged you, bro. Like, you know, I mean, you know, so even I'm at a point with AJ where even if you go in there and you win that rematch with Daniel, and yes, that would be big. Of course it would. I don't know how redeeming that is because that means it took you two fights. It's like the Benavidez Gavril thing. You know, like it took you 2 fights for one decisive win.
Yeah.
It would have took you 2.
Yeah, fucking Mirage came in here talking about Munguia fighting Gavril. I'm like, well, he might not need 2 fucking fights to get a decisive win.
Yeah, he won't. I mean, like I don't mind that fight, by the way. I like Munguia Gavril.
Yo, send my boy Mirage a link, man.
No, I'm about to go to sleep, bro. Fuck y'all. I like that fight though, Munguia, and I like that he's coming back because I maintain. I think Munguia is gonna be the face. Motherfuckers might not believe it now.
The activity alone tells you that, bro.
The activity.
Yeah, he about to fight Gavril in December.
Yeah,
he
no, I thought he was gonna fight Mobili after.
No, Mobili is next year. He is gonna fight Mobili, but that's next year. For this year, he's gonna come back in December, south of the border. Luis Nery's gonna be on the undercard, and he's gonna fight Gavril. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take that. I'll take
that. Wait, he's fighting Ronald Gavril?
Yeah. The dude that dropped Benavidez, bro.
Yeah,
Ronald
Slovenian or something. Or where's from Gavril from?
He's Romanian, I think. He's Romanian. But the shit is, this is the thing. If you've seen Gavril, I'm not overselling him. He throws punches and bunches, and yes, he can punch. He's not a little super middleweight. He can punch. He's got size. Yeah, I like that fight. I'll take that. That's a good fight. Yeah, I don't mind that.
It's better than fucking Jesse Hart.
The other shit is who's fighting on this schedule. I'm not gonna complain if you fighting 3 times a year and 2 of the fights was after you fought Canelo. Most motherfuckers would take the rest of the year off.
What I mean, like this is a
most
fighter,
motherfuckers did take the rest of the year off. Did you see Billy Joe still hasn't came back?
Billy Joe ain't came back. Charlo ain't came back.
Triple G never came back.
Berlanga not gonna fight again this year. He in Puerto Rico.
To the point, bro. These guys literally fight 2 times a year.
Puerto Rico.
Canelo is the retirement package. Like, let's be honest about it.
Yeah, but Munguia is not thinking that way. Munguia did way better in his fight with Canelo. He won rounds, and I thought it was a better fight, a more entertaining fight because Canelo was getting fucking smacked around too.
It was an unceremonious passing of the torch, bro.
I think that
go ahead, Michael.
I think Munguia should come after fucking anybody who fought.
You're
Canelo
not
already.
Michael.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
This is the thing. Mirage is being a weirdo, and for the new year, I'm not entertaining stupid comments like nobody is saying that Ronald Gavril is a huge scalp. I'm saying that for a dude to fight 2 times in the same calendar year that he fought Canelo after he fought Canelo, yes, I'll take it. It's en route to Mobili. Like the fuck?
Mirage is just mad because you said he was the guy who dropped Benavidez. That's why. And that's
I'm trying to remind. What is he? Who the fuck else is Ronald Gavril known for?
The only person who actually rates Ronald Gavril is people like Mirage because he fought David.
Hey, country. Gavril fought in at the Cow Palace like a year and a half ago.
No shit.
No, he's been fighting. He has been fighting.
I didn't know
we were we went to see amateur fights, and then after that we went to see some pro fights, and he was one of the undercard fights at that.
Hey, you can favor, man. Next time there's fights at the Cow Palace, let me know.
Oh, definitely, bro.
But y'all both in Frisco, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he's been like, it's not a bad fight when you put it into context that, well, it's a quick turnaround because he just fought Bazinga, right? He just fought Bazinga. Now he's fighting Gavril. Yeah, I'll take that.
You mean the guy from The Big Bang Theory?
He fought Bazinga, bro.
I think it said Bazinga.
Dude, I don't even know anybody from The Big Bang Theory.
He knocked out. The other shit is he knocked out Bazinga. So it's like, yeah, I'll take that. Like
it's
it's like they're talking about tits. Those are bazingas.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh boy, look at those bazingas.
And the other thing is, personally, I already made up my mind. Yeah, I think he knocks out Mobili. When they fight, I got Munguia by way of knockout late. I think he
Yeah,
stopped
they're
him.
the same
Shit,
fighters,
bro.
but Munguia has way more experience, and I think he's a little bit tougher too.
I think
Yeah,
was the
he's
way
tough.
it's gonna be. Mobili's gonna gas out. That's the shit that Munguia's used to that shit, bro. He's used to that by now. Over 40 something fights, bro. He's used to that, and he's used to guys that's gonna push him and all that. Mobili,
And
not so
Munguia takes
much.
some heavy shots,
Bro,
bro.
No,
what's
Derevchenko was
winning
having way
rounds
too
with
much.
one
With
fucking
one
arm.
with one arm
one
off the
hand.
jab.
Yeah,
off the
he was
jab.
winning
Oh yeah, I
rounds,
forgot
bro.
about that. Yeah, like he
was
would have
stunning.
lost that fight.
He stunned
Is-
Mobili with a couple of
fucking
hooks and
Sergey?
uppercuts.
Now, is it going to be a great fight? Oh yeah, it's a fight. When they fight, it is going to be a fight of the year candidate. But I
Yeah.
honestly believe, and I know it's early, that fight and Munguia doing these things, yo, he's going to be the next dude.
No,
Probably
yeah, I mean,
after that fight.
just take a step back and look at these optics. Look at how we're talking about Munguia's resume and the way that he's moving, and how we talk about Benavidez. It's like, bro,
Not the
why
same.
the fuck are you fighting Jesse Hart? What the
Not the fucking
kind
same.
of a
What is
fucking
the
fight
fucking
is that?
point?
Dude,
What is the
how do you let a guy
point?
like Munguia come up behind you and start fucking swooping more cred than you are?
No,
When
y
you've been
start
in
putting in
position,
perspective.
Bro,
Y
that
eso
was-
ñañito, di que no, que yo soy la cara del boxeo. Fucking Teofimo. You fucking bitch, you could have fought. You could have fought
Yeah.
before the end of the year.
look at how
You
much
could've fought.
Munguia's done
Munguia's
in the
biggest
time he's been
criticism.
at super middleweight.
He was like
Look-
40-0 and never fought anyone. And now he's
No,
like taking
forget-
fights.
Forget Munguia. David Morrell has come up behind Benavidez and said, "Bitch, let's fight." David,
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
Yeah,
He
Morrell's
didn't look
another
so
one.
good in his last fight either. though.
Morrell's another one.
I mean,
After-
the problem is
after
with
what
these
his manager
Benavidez
said on the
supporters-
boxing voice, I'm kind of cooled off on Morrell.
what does manager say?
His manager was dragging his feet. If you
about Benavidez, yeah.
about Benavidez, he like, do you think
Oh,
the time
come
is
on.
right? Do you
Nah,
think the
fuck
business?
that,
I'm
dude.
like, see,
He's starting
course
to
it
sound
is.
like fucking
yo, dog,
Samson.
you're Cuban, okay? You're Cuban. There is not a bunch of Cubans out here that's gonna make you famous. The only way it works out for you to where you do anything is you have to take the fights people don't want. That's the only way it works out. You're not gonna hang back and stay safe and fight nobodies because nothing is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yuni Aldorticos had a more ambitious career than you, and he didn't pop. And he was cold knocking motherfuckers out. And he didn't pop. So if you think, oh yeah, I'm gonna just bide my time and fight and eat, yeah, this is not a fight that needs to be built. You do it as soon as they fucking let you do it. That's
Yeah,
how you get
yeah.
on the map.
Yeah.
Well, no, because remember they built up the Caleb Plant fight with Dave Benavidez, and that did huge numbers.
Also, have you heard him?
Oh wait, what? Are you being facetious there? Like
He's being
Yes.
facetious.
Bro, the numbers
Yeah,
were
okay,
so
okay.
big.
He's-
He got
he's
put on
being
the Devontae
It's in
undercard,
huge
bro.
He's being fictitious. He's being fictitious. Go ahead, Julio.
I was just gonna say, have you heard him speak English?
Nah.
Like, yeah, this guy's never gonna be a star ever.
oh, shit.
Ever.
No,
Who,
no
David?
disrespect.
David
David,
Morrell.
David Morrell,
Morrell.
no.
Oh, it's
Look,
not that
bro,
bad. It can get better.
my dude, he could do a double Lariat like Zangief. Knock out Benavidez, knock out Plant.
No one's gonna give a shit.
No, man, what he needs is just a translator and
Fucking
act
stupid,
angry.
bro.
What he needs is a translator and then act angry when he's
Uppercut.
in his language, man. That's all during
Just
interviews.
tell you, he could do a double Lariat, knock
Oh, you
out
can-
Benavidez, knock out Plant, fucker. Like it'll take a lot because really think about it. What Cuban stars have there been in boxing that were stars that they became?
Fuck, dude.
Someone-
That's rough.
And we're going way back.
He should have to
Casamayor-
mime his post-fight interviews.
If
'Cause,
there
like,
were, we would
I
have
do
a
not wanna hear
Cuban
him
Mexican
speak English.
rivalry. We wouldn't have a Puerto Rican Mexican rivalry.
Not for nothing.
there
I don't
were.
want to hear him speak Spanish because the way the Cubans speak Spanish, they speak Spanish like they're sucking on a jawbreaker. Oh, porque tú sabes-
Well, they're starving, Jules. Just they come from they come from Commie Cuba. They ain't got
I guess he got.
stuff
What do
like-
you got? Cotton mouth or something? No. What the fuck is going on, bro? Shit is crazy. But
Yeah,
in
dude.
all
I mean,
seriousness,
listen. One of the things I said earlier was like, look, how long has Munguia been at 168? Like 2-3
not
years?
that
maybe?
long. Not that long. Like
More
2
accomplishment
years.
already accomplished more than Benavidez has in those 2 or 3 years. Like
And
fighting,
but more importantly, the reality of it is the people have always been a bit more behind Munguia than Benavidez. Yes, he's a Mexican national, bro.
He
Of
sells
course,
tickets, apparently.
bro.
Yeah, he does sell
sells
tickets.
tickets.
Apparently, he sells tickets. Yeah.
So I mean, like it's and the activity is what's really gonna put him over the top. That you don't have to wait long for a Munguia fight, and when he does fight, it is
Memorable.
entertaining. Though it is entertaining. Like yeah, he's gonna go for it. You know.
Listen, just don't let him go to the PVC, or else he'll fight once a year and it gets shelved.
No, he's at Top Rank.
I
Everybody
know, and
knows.
I'm just saying, don't ever let him go to
out.
PVC. If he ever goes to PVC, he's getting shelved. One fight a year, maybe one every 2 years, and that's it.
Bro, that's if the fucking PBC is still even around in 2 years, bro. The way the shit is moving over there, it's moving fucking turtle slow over there, bro.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything lately, like with their agreement.
We
with
don't
Amazon.
know if Spence is coming back. We just had a whole thing about like, is he coming back or not? It went from he might come back in November or December to now maybe the end of January, and that's a maybe though. That's not a for real. That's a maybe.
Why do we care?
No, it's not that. I'm just gauging how are they moving? How are things going?
It's like why are boxing fans hung up on this guy? He's had one fight even before this. He's had one fight for like the last 3 years. And he's an alcoholic.
No. Listen, and now the way it's gonna be, Michael, he will have only had one fight in the last 2 years. The way it's going, because he didn't fight at all this year.
Oh no, it's the normal thing that PBC fighters do. This is what their agenda is. This is what they do.
Look ahead, Julio.
It's okay. Crack open a beer. We don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Go drink a beer. We don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Just drink a beer, get behind the wheel, head to town.
All right.
Flip a car, you know.
That's the only time I speed is when I'm driving drunk because I don't want to get caught. So I have to get home quickly.
There you go.
It's the only time I go above the speed limit.
In a Ferrari.
I mean, like I don't even know. Like the idea that you were gonna come from a life-altering beating to fight the most awkward junior middleweight. I never felt that fight was gonna happen, and I still don't. Like, nah, you not fucking dumb, bro. Sebastian don't gotta be great to fuck you up. He don't.
Oh, yo, what you feel about them saying that now Samson and Sebastian saying now they're only focused on getting Terrence Crawford?
It could be two things. I already said this. I'll just say it again for those that missed it. It could be that they're serious. They saw how Terrence looked in the fight. They think he got older, and they think now is the time to fight him. And you know, with Terrence, you're going to get money because of Turkey, right? That's one. The second scenario, however, is they don't think Terrence is after them, so they're just saying that for the optics. They think that Terrence is focused on Canelo.
I think Terrence.
I mean, if you looking at a Conor McGregor fight, yeah, you might be. Right,
bro. He kind of even said it like, "Yo, if I don't get Canelo, then like, what's the point?"
Because I think he feels that way because he knows he's frozen out at 154. Because before he was talking about getting undisputed at that weight.
What he said at the AJ fight was encouraging, though. He said that if we can't get Canelo, on to the next one. That's what he said. After the fight was over, he's walking back.
What does that mean?
The fact that he said on to the next one tells me that, okay, so you do have someone else in mind that you will try to fight. You do have someone else. Otherwise, you wouldn't have said that.
Well,
it's not like a 160 fight just for him to get ready to try to get Canelo again. Like, that shit just seems annoying. I wish he can get on this. He could so get undisputed.
Bro, two fights. It's literally 2 fights.
Yeah, bro. Well, first of all, he's about to get the WBO. I think they're going to give him the WBO. There, I think.
Yeah, but he would still have to get him for the BC. He would still have to get him for that.
Yeah.
You know, whatever Sebastian ends up doing, he would still have the BC. Then the winner of Mertzalia versus Zoo. That would be it. 2 fights. He's 2 fights away from undisputed again. Be nice if he did it.
They ain't gonna let him do it though.
I don't think they're gonna let him do it either. I think I would like to believe that Sebastian and them are being serious, but it's Samson, bro. Come on, like who the fuck be believing shit he say?
No, they have to wait for Crawford to be 40.
Exactly. They gotta wait till he's getting prostate exams like guards are, bro.
Think about it though. That shit would be history.
From prostate exam.
The first 3-time undisputed, like, bro, that's crazy.
That ain't been done. So
that's never been done, and it's possible. It's possible
because of the state of boxing. 54.
Because of the state of boxing, it's not gonna happen.
I think it's possible, but this is the least likely weight class.
So
What do
look,
you
I'm gonna
mean?
go to
This-
sleep, you fucking pricks. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'll see you guys on the next one. We'll be
See you
going
later.
live tomorrow. You guys come back, same bat time, same bat channel.
All right, have a good night and shut the